hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to you all. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. I couldn't resist the mask. What is up, Psycho Magi? A little cheeky. Hello. Reventure Bennyman. How are you, Benny? King of Carrot Flowers. Namek. How are you, Peter Dude? Everyone's ranker. Oh, how are you? Why the mask? Well, this mask is sweet. Yesterday, I figured we'd talk about it on the stream. Yesterday, I opened up my mail. There was a box that I was not expecting, and what was in the box? This super sweet Zendikar Rising bandana, which is pretty cool. Like, I didn't even know these were like a thing. So got that from Wizards. Also I showed this one on Twitter. Someone was just saying you got to get better masks because of your beard. Like one of these masks, also Zendikar Rising. Pretty cool. Wizards doesn't send me stuff very often, so I was flattered. And also a Zendikar Rising doesn't go well with the green screen, I'm noticing. The colors are not good. But also a Zendikar Rising water bottle. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to drink out of it. Can you? Smells metally. But I mean, pretty sweet stuff. So yeah, I figured we should show them off on the stream. Oh, clean it first. It's like invisible. That's so weird with the green screen. That's super weird. But yeah, it was super nice of Wizards to just like randomly get this stuff in the mail. So thank you, Wizards. So how is everyone tonight? Oh man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for multiple reasons. One is we're doing something ridiculous tonight. They just launched this new thing on Magic Online. It is called Supreme Draft. I've never done a Supreme Draft in my entire life. The idea of Supreme Draft, I don't know if I can pull this up and probably not, and have it describe. Oh, there's the article. So, all right. So the idea of Supreme Draft, we'll get through all this boring stuff, but basically, well, this article doesn't help at all. Basically, normal draft, you sit down with people, and you open a pack, and you take a card, then everyone passes a pack, then you take a card out of that pack, and by the time you get a few picks in, most of the good stuff is gone, and you're grabbing through these random commons and uncommons. Supreme Draft is a little bit different. You're not actually passing packs to everyone, so every single pick is a fresh pack. So this is Ravnica block going through all the Ravnica sets. So when we open our first pack, we will get a complete 15 card pack. Rares, uncommons, commons, a foil if we're lucky. Then we get to pick 2 cards, and then after we pick, we don't pass that and get someone else's crappy pack that they already picked their good stuff out of. We get a brand new pack, rares, all the uncommons, all the commons. We pick 2 cards out of it, then we get another new pack, and that's what we end up with for our deck. So we are going to end up with theoretically a really powerful, really sweet deck. I've never played the format before. This is just launched on Magic Online. Apparently someone said they had done it in paper before. I didn't even know it was an actual thing, but they called it I don't know, like baller draft or something, high roller draft, because I guess technically you could do it in paper, like everyone gets a booster box that does it that way. But I'm excited for it because it is going to be fun. We're going to build something ridiculous, and Ravnica's spectacular, especially the old Ravnica set. So, Del Torbs for the 28th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Rich Man Draft, yeah, that makes sense. But before we get into that, and we're going to start drafting in just a minute, today, just a few minutes ago, we got our annual, every set, I guess, teasers from Marrow about Zendikar. Thanks to Nidachuk, got them, listed them out. So we're going to go over them real quick and make some Zendikar guesses. So do you want to look at Marrow's hints and see if we can get some ideas of what's coming in Zendikar? I'm actually hyped for that as well. Jonathan Snow for the 33rd month. Hey Seth, my daughter Juliet says hello. Hello, Juliet. We're just over here eating some Italian beef for dinner. That sounds delicious. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Let's start with Marrow's hints and look these over. So thankfully, thanks to Nidachuk for getting these. I copy and pasted them so we could actually read them on the stream and you'd be able to see them. All right, hint number one. We have a white creature that can make an opponent lose the game simply by attacking them, no matter how much life they have. So a white creature can make an opponent lose the. I mean, first off, this sounds like whoa, Zen promos dropped on Arena? Did they really? This sounds like it will be a great against the odds card. It is not, in fact. I think it was confirmed. Some sort of. So what actually does this? There's nothing like Phage, I guess, kind of does it. But Phage, that's a weird color. But that is just an attack trigger. What kind of restrictions could be on it? Like if it, I don't know. So it doesn't have to do with life. I'm assuming it's got to be more than just like, oh, you attack and you win. It's got to have something like if you are above 40 life or if you are something. But I think that's definitely interesting. They also confirmed, well, I guess we'll get to that in a minute. So, I don't know. I have any great guesses for that. But anyway, next up, a multicolor creature that lets you repeatedly reanimate permanents from an opponent's graveyard for no mana. Multicolor creature lets you repeatedly reanimate permanents out of your opponent's graveyard for no mana. I don't even know, like, that sounds ridiculous. That sounds absolutely ridiculous. 3 creatures with 5 creature types. 5 creature types. Wizards just pulled out all the stops with, all the stops with creature types. Just, like, stick them all on there, see what happens. Paying life would make sense. There's not an article. So they did a stream this afternoon and had Mark Rosewater on it. So, our editor, Nidachuk, and moderator, actually copied them down. So I don't believe that there's an actual official article that they published yet. It was from their stream. So what do you think about, like, 5 creature types? All right, whatever, that's fine. An artifact granting +2/+2 to a subset of creature that first appeared in Alpha. So what creature type? Like, what creature type, if we go back to Alpha, we can actually, like, look this up on Magic Online. What creature types, Kobold? Do you think they're going to Kobold? I mean, Goblins is a good guess. I could see Goblins. Goblins have traditionally been a Zendikar tribe. Atags, Vampires. Vampires, yeah, Sengar Vampire. Okay, Vampire was in the original set, so that could be. Hey, what's up, Strictly Jess? How are you? Slivers were not in Alpha, unfortunately, so I don't think they would work, although that would be sweet. So, what's next? What's next on our list? X being used for a variable that it's never been used for before. X being used for a variable that it's never been used for before. So what it's been used for, mana cost, power, toughness, life, pay X life, I believe. Yeah, that's been used before. What other X's could there be? Like, what other X pay life? Ooh, suspend. Ooh, kicker of X. That's probably it. That is probably exactly it. That is a super good guess. Wait, wasn't strength of something a green rare from World Wake? Didn't that have X or no? Or like Comet Storm? I guess Comet Storm. Are there no X kickers? Are there really not? Fluey! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. All right, let's look. Kicker. There's gotta be an X kicker. If it's not kicker, what could it be? I actually really like kicker. I think kicker is a good mechanic. I know it's not like super crazy or spicy or whatever, but I think it's just like a really solid mechanic that I very much like. Oh yeah, there's Verdloth. Verdloth is straight up X kicker. Make X Saprolig. So X kicker has been around forever. Landfall X. That would be interesting. Yeah, Verdloth. So it can't be kicker. Strength of Tuguru. Yeah, that one's also on there. They're always tricky. They're hard to figure out. They're easier. They were easier with the core set when they were reprints. When they're new cards, it's a lot harder. The return of 4 mana symbols that have each only ever been used on 2 cards before. Apparently, this was confirmed to be 2-brid, which would be, like, think Reaper King, like that kind of hybrid mana cost. So apparently we're getting that type of hybrid mana cost back, which is going to be interesting. Lands that come with a choice you've never seen before. I mean, that is pretty obvious. I think, to me, To me, that confirms the leak. Oh, I did miss one. We'll go back to that one. Thank you, Nidachik. So I think, to me, that confirms that the leak lands are probably true. That we talked about last stream about, well, like, that's exactly a choice. What's the choice? What side do you play them? Do you play them face up as a island, face down as a plains, or, like, you know, flip them over as a plains? So I think, to me, this is another vote in favor of that leak being correct. We missed this one. A 6/6 artifact creature that costs 3. A 7/5 artifact creature that costs 3. I would guess those have some huge restriction. Kind of like Lupine Prototype was at a 5/5 for 2, but you had to be empty-handed to attack with it. Or like Mirror Superion, which was what, 5/6 for 2, but you could only use creature mana. So I think that can cost 3. So I assume that it's going to have some sort of big drawback. There's no way they're just giving you colorless. I mean, Wizards, they pulled out all stops with the power level, and Magic has had some broken things lately. But I can't imagine they're just giving you colorless 6/6s now without any downside. Targeted enchantment removal in black. You know how I feel about this one. Wizards. Wizards. Boo! The color pie matters. Miles Black, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big cheap cheer for you. Thank you. I'm not a fan of that. The edict bothers me as it is, and targeted enchantment removal, that's even worse. I feel like, I really don't like it. I strongly dislike it, but I mean, I'm sure it's fine. It's not like the edict broke anything, but still. A red-white creature with a line of rules text that starts with whenever and ends with draw a card. Whenever this attacks, whenever this is targeted by a spell or ability, there's a lot of possibilities, but more Boros card draw, always good, not going to complain about that. A card with 3 different activated abilities that all copy something. 3 different activated, so what kind of copying is there? Like, what can you copy? Tokens, creatures, triggers, like Stronic Resonator, I guess spells. There's a lot of spell copying. Ooh, copy lands would be spicy. Permanent, it could just be permanents. That'd be really powerful. Oh boy. So yeah, Riku is what? Creatures and spells. Then there's one more. I guess the most likely guess would probably be triggers. These were Mark Rosewater's hints for Zendikar Rising that he just released. Other notes, and then we'll get to real stuff, I promise. Rules text experts, 3+, okay, different converted mana cost X or less, equals to 20 minus. Equals to 20 minus, so it's got to be like damage equal to 20 minus your life total or something. Cowards, can't block warriors. That's interesting because do you think that's a reprint? We've already seen this. Could they actually be bringing it back? Or is that actually going to be a new card? Don't lose unspent red mana. So red Omnath or something. Twice the number of equipment. We saw that when the Nahiri being spoiled. If it's the 3rd time, creature type lines. Mouse, non-token mouths, Leviathan Crab, Shapeshifter Rogue, Demon Cleric, Worm Horror, Hydra Horror, Cat Horror, apparently a lot of horrors, sounds like Innistrad, Angel Wizard, makes me guess they're probably going to have a class tribe, so like Wizard, Cleric, Rogue, guessing only 1 per color, so it'd be Cleric, White, Blue. Interesting. Oh man, where can you find this? So this was on the Wizard stream a few minutes ago. I haven't seen an actual article for it yet. We just copied it down so we could look at it. Hopefully they actually print an article. If not, we might just put up an article with the hints so people can find it. Allies is a good bet. I could see Allies coming back. So anyway, those are the hints. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We got drafting to do. So I don't know. I'm very hyped for Zendikar. They mentioned they put it up. Okay, so there will be an article going up, but we got to do our reminders, and then we got to try this draft. I'm really hyped for this draft. This draft is going to be super sweet. And as we go along, we can talk about Zendikar. We can talk about whatever. Supreme Draft, Magic, non-Magic, you name it. We're going to have fun. We're going to draft, do some janky stuff. But before we get to it, reminders. Yeah, I really hope Allies come back. Allies are like second best to Slivers, I think, for what they do. Here's your deck list to destroy Arena. Ooh. Woo! Yes, we're getting there. I promise we're gonna play. Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. We did some 9 lives locking. That deck was sweet. 9 lives locking, 4 against odds in Historic last night. You should definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Tonight, there is a Crim video. Tomorrow, of course, Commander Clash. This weekend, Much Brew and Budget Magic, I think, are both going to be Modern. So if you're a Modern fan, tons of stuff going up on 9 Lives. So check that out. A reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order note. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Otherwise, the Discord is new and improved. The merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playbats. Get a way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Oh yeah, I forgot. With the hints, we didn't even talk about the cards. We didn't even talk about the actual literal spoilers. Going to a bachelor party in Buffalo in September. Where should I go? Ooh, I don't actually go to Buffalo that often, honestly. I don't know all the sweet places in Buffalo. We forgot to mention these two, so I promise we're getting to the draft very soon. Very soon. We're going to get into it. But yesterday, by surprise, we got some spoilers of Planeswalkers from the set. Number 1, Jace Mirror Mage. I think this card's pretty sweet. I'm a little worried that it doesn't protect itself, but it generates a ton of card advantage. You can kick it to make 2 Jaces instead of 1, and then Nahiri, Heir of Ancients. This one, it's super powerful. The only question is it going to have enough support? It needs equipments and warriors. Are we going to have enough equipments and warriors to make Nahiri good in Standard? Combos with Skull Clamp and Commander, the +1. So definitely sweet cards. Yeah, Jace is insane in control mirrors. Like, it's not good against attacky creature decks. I think that's where it will have problems, but against control decks, you stick this down for 3 mana, scrying with the +1 is almost drawing a card. The 0 literally draws a card. If you can kick it and get 2 of them, you're generating ridiculous card advantage. So definitely sweet, and shout out to Wizards that these are unique Planeswalkers. It wasn't that long ago that every Planeswalker was +1 draw a card. Obnixilis is the best example. Obnixilis Reignited. This was every Planeswalker back during the Battle for Zendikar era. To the point it was kind of like a meme and we joke about it. Every Planeswalker was +1, draw a card in one way or another, negative something, destroy a creature, remove a creature, some sort of removal, and then ultimate, win the game in some amount of turns. Like, that was every Planeswalker. Wizards has definitely spiced it up. Like, I don't know how powerful these Planeswalkers will be, but Planeswalkers with Kicker that you can make 2 of, Nahiri with the damage equal to equipments you control. Like, these are very unique, interesting Planeswalkers, so definitely hyped for those. We have a new donation and then draft. I promise. No more ramblings. We're going to jump right into Supreme Draft right now after this donation. Thank you for bearing with me for all the Zendikar stuff. I'm sorry. I know. I promise. We're getting there. From Recall, $5 donation. It's always amazing content and stream. Love to see you draft. Cheers. Well, Recall, thank you for the donation. And on that note, it is Supreme Draft time. So we're going to jump into this. So how this works, if you're unclear, we are going, and we can look at it as we're going, because I don't think there's a clock, because you're not actually drafting with another person. All right, so here's pack 1. We should be able to see all, okay. So this is what's going on. We look at our packs. We have, wait, how do we, oh, there is a clock. Okay, so we're going to be getting these packs. Every pack is brand new. There are no cards taken out of it. So we're going to have Dragon Mage, Ravnica, Dragon Mage, Gatecrash, oh! Okay, here's the old one. So we have a bunch of new Ravnica stuff to start with. Return to Ravnica era stuff. Then we have Guilds of Ravnica stuff. We get some Dissension thrown in here. Then we get old Ravnica stuff towards the end. So I think it's a random assortment of cards. How do I make these cards bigger? Oh, there we go. They keep changing things. Let's open these up. So, multicolor, fixing gonna be good. 2 cards a pack. What are we taking? Our rare is Blood Scrivener. Not super excited about Blood Scrivener. Kind of a bad Dark Confidant. Drown and Dirty, discard and return. Spike Jester If we're aggro, it's fine. Warp Physique is an okay removal spell. Gotta have a full hand, but we want to have a full hand anyway. Tithe Drinker is another good card. Can't see the cards on the left. All right, hang on. I will do some chat moving. Yeah, you probably want to see the rares, don't you? That makes sense. It has been moved. The chat is out of the way. All right, so what are you thinking? I'm thinking in this pack, the fixing would be nice. I think the best cards are Warp Physique, probably Warp Physique and Tithe Drinker, the two best cards. Unfortunately, there are two different colors. The Mana Rock's okay. Once we get to the older packs, we can start getting signets. We could be full on 5-color. Gatekeeper is good. I wonder if we'll get enough gates. You need 2 gates to make it work. Yeah, there's a reasonable chance we end up 5-color. Tithe Drinker doesn't draw cards. We definitely don't want Blood Scrivener. If you draw a card with no cards in hand, draw 2. That's not going to work. All right, so I think Warp Physique, Tithe Drinker. Something like that. We could take Warp Physique and Guildgate. That would also be a good start. Yeah, Tithe Drinker. How good is Tithe Drinker? All right. I think you sold me on the Guildgate. Warp Physique, Guildgate. Removal spell and land to start. Extort is good too, though. Hey, what's up, all chaos? It's going well. Tithe Drinker. All right, chat, what do you think? What do you think? We're running out of time. We're taking Warp Physique. Do we want Guildgate or Tithe Drinker? Put it in the chat. 19 seconds. Drinker? Extort. Guildgate. Drinker. Gate. Drinker. Tithe. Gate. Oh my goodness, you're not helping that much. Okay. Alright, we'll take the 2 fun cards. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm kind of regretting that because if you have ever played Limited and you've ever had Mercurial Chemister, this card is insane. It is so insane. 5 mana, tap it to draw 2 cards, tap it to discard a card, deal damage to target creature equal to the spell's converted mana cost. We are, without a doubt, 100%, no questions asked, taking Chemister. That might mean we're not playing Tithe Drinker and we're going towards Grixis. It might mean we're 5-color. I don't know. We are going to have to get fixing, but we are taking that for sure. What is our second pick? That is the question. Ooh, Promenade. Promenade would be good. That would help with our 5-color plan, and the odds of us being 5-color are pretty high. We do need to focus on taking lands. We really do. What else is good in this pack? I don't know why they reserved Ethereal Armor. That's not in the conversation. Stab Wound is good, especially good if you're a little more aggressive, but it's fine either way. Nivix Guildmage is pretty sweet. We have 2 pretty good Izzet cards in this pack. Actually, 3. Izzet Charm is decent as well. Loots and can copy instant or sorcery spells, which has some value. These are probably going to be some grindy games. McGarry, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 31st month. Hey, Seth, don't know if anyone has brought this up yet, but I'm going back through your old videos. Hadn't remembered that when Field of the Dead got previewed, you compared it to Maze's End and noted that Scape Shift might be fun against the odds. I think I underestimated that one a little bit, just a little. Just a tiny bit. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. I think we gotta take the Promenade, unfortunately. I know it's not fun, but we need to. All right, can we select them? Okay, there we go. Click. We gotta have decent mana. That is very important in this format. That's okay. Don't worry. We're getting first picks every time, so we're gonna have an insane deck. It's gonna be insane. What are we in this bag? Pyre Wild Shaman. A pretty dud of a rare. Pyre Wild Shaman, it's like a weird repeatable pump spell. Flux Charger, when you cast an instant or sorcerer, you can switch its power and toughness. Meh. Browns Bank Moa is okay if you want to be kind of aggressive. It's been a while. Why are they auto-selecting Mending Touch? Boy. That's like the worst card in this pack. The card that will never, ever get picked. Yeah, there are 2 Cyclops effects. We have a guild gate. I kind of like Ceruli Gatekeeper, although I'm just not sure we're going to get enough gates. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal 2 instant sorceries, put them in your hand. Take one of the clue stones. We could take a clue stone. We'd probably take Rakdos, I guess, with the colors we have now. Namek, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I can get behind. What does this do? Target player draws 2 cards, loses 2 life, deals damage equal to the number of cards in hand. To target player equal number of cards in hand. That's okay. I don't even know how sold I am on Cyclops, honestly. We might just, maybe we just take 2 clue stones. Or Cluestone Guildgate? That might even be better. Cluestone Guildgate. Remember, so what I think my strategy is right now, I think when we have not great packs, I think we spend those packs fixing our mana. So then, when we get bomby packs, which we will get, then we can spend both of our picks on non-lands and still have functional mana. I think that's a decent strategy. Okay, we're finally getting through. Where are we going pack-wise? Gate Crash. So we have Gate Crash, another run through Return to Ravnica, and we got some donations pouring in. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, chat, figure out what we're picking while I do these donations. From McCary, $20 donation. Just shows how hard evaluating cards. It could be a fun video to go back through old predictions and find the biggest overestimations. That's actually, thank you so much for the donation, McCary. That's actually something that we've been working on. Nitachik actually has been working on going back through like our spoiler videos or our top 10 videos and like kind of ranking them. So that is something that's going to happen. And Kenton for the win with the $3 donation. How do you feel if they release lands with the level up mechanic? Ooh, thank you for the donation. So what are we taking, chat? What are we what would a land with the level up mechanic be? Like, what would that look like? This is another not super exciting pact. Guard is fine. I don't know how many clue stones. I feel like we'd rather just take lands than the clue stones most of the time. So I think we can take the gate. Like, how would a land level up? What would it level up into? Like, into a creature? Or, like, I think it's a cool idea. Shivan Dragon for the 2nd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. We could be like an aggressive Blood Rush deck, but I think that ship has sailed. So we take the land. Creatures gain trample, +2/+2. Basilica Guards is fine. Yeah, there's been a lot of bad packs, a lot of bad cards in these packs. We haven't got any bombs yet. Yeah, I think the Ogre's pretty meh. I mean, it's okay if we're being really aggressive, but if we're gonna be like a 5-color pile, I don't know if this actually counts as what we want. Key runes are okay. Okay. I think I'm on board with the guard. We need to play some defense. Ooh, all right. Let's get some goodies. Supreme Draft, you get a new pack every single time. Every pack is new. Nothing is taken out of it. So you're getting new rares, new uncommons, the whole thing every single time. Yeah, maybe I should have looked more at Psychic Strike. Palisade Giant, all damage will be dealt to you and other permanents you control is dealt to We have not opened good rares. We have definitely not opened good rares. Supreme Chalua Snoke, welcome to the Fishbowl. Left Sky Knight is good. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Skull Rend deals 2 damage to each opponent. Those players discard 2 cards at random. That's like the worst. It's just so much mana. Void Wielder's not bad. Dispel is good, but I don't know if we... It's more of a sideboard card, I think. Maybe Lev Sky Knight and Void Wielder? Something like that? Battlehorn and Void Wielder. Where's Battlehorn? Ogre Jailbreaker's not bad either. 4/4 for 4 is a pretty good rate. We could take another Guild Gate. I don't really like Soul Tithe. It's pretty low tier removal, I think. The Guildgate. All right, let's take these two. I think they're good. So where are we going next? Ooh, breeding pool. Give me that money. actually doesn't count. It's a Phantom draft. Duskmantle Guildmage. Whenever a card is put in opponent's graveyard for anywhere loses life, mill some cards. Duskmantle Guildmage is fun. Ground Assault is really good removal if we can cast it. Prophetic Prism seems like some of the best fixing for 5 colors. Like, that seems exactly like what we want. Like, that, it draws a card. Grizzly Spectacle is actually really good, too. Just straight up 4 mana instant speed removal for any non-artifact. 2 mana Arkham's Astrolabe, still good. Skullcrack. So I think, all right, so one pick I think is very clearly Prophetic Prism, because we're going all in on colors. Question is, for pick 2, we need some bombs at some point. I guess we have Mercurial Chemister, but we need some more top end at some point. For pick 2, chat, Ground Assault, damage to a creature, equal number of lands we control, or Grizzly Spectacle. I guess we could also take Duskmantle Guildmage, but I feel like the removal spells are probably better. I mean, if you really want me to take Duskmantle, I will. But I think it does rank behind. I don't think there's any real combos for it. All right, let's take Spectacle. It seems like that is the choice. Also, we're more in black, I think, at this point than green. All right, let's take some removal. Well, the bombs will come. We still got mini packs to go. Yes! All right, Pontiff of Light we will take. Pontiff of Light, I don't know if that white counts as a bomb, but extort and give all of our creatures extort is pretty insane. Like, that is really sweet. I think that counts as a bomb. I think that's good enough as a bomb. Goblin Test Pilot is one of the weirdest cards. This is the original Hearthstone card. 2 damage to any target chosen at random. So you get a 3 mana 0/2. Tap it, no mana or anything. 2 damage to something. It might kill itself. It might hit you. It might kill your opponent's stuff. Who knows with the Goblin Test Pilot? Ooh, Scalding Tarn in the Secret Lair drop? That's insane. Oh, Putrefy. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. I was so enthralled with the Goblin Test Pilot. I looked past it. Well, I think Pontiff Putrefy is pretty easy pick here. Anything else to consider? I do like Zertar Druid, but the Guildgate would be okay. Gatekeepers, we're getting there gate-wise. Well, let's take those two. Come on, bombs. Oh, Drowned Secrets. Drowned Secrets is like the opposite of a bomb. Ooh, you know what is kind of a bomb? Nightveil Predator. From what I remember, Nightveil Predator is like unbeatable in draft, right? You just can never beat it. Can we cast it? That is a question. Where are we going next? So we're in Guilds of Ravnica. I feel like we randomly got not many of the old packs at all. That's really strange. We got this huge run of like new Ravnica packs. I think the packs that you get are random, but we've gotten like all Return to Ravnica, essentially. Just like all Return to Ravnica, no old or no new Ravnica. We're definitely taking Predator. I think 100%. We'll figure out how to cast it. Eddie Skinny, how are you? Wish we had Dimir Guildgate. Yeah, that Tithe Taker is looking pretty out of place. That's true, but it's still probably fine. So what else are we taking? Utopia for the second pick? Drowned Secrets is bad. Might of the Masses, not for our deck. Overgrowth stuff. Watch for the Mist is fine if we just want a thing. Could snap off another Guildgate. Utopia is okay. It does force us towards more green mana, but... Watcher does... Yeah, Watcher is not bad. 5 mana, 3/4 flying, Surveil 2. Yeah, well, yeah, that is true. But like our first packs were all... Our first 7 packs, we had 3 Dragon Maze, which is like the worst Ravnica set of all time. And it was all Return to Ravnica block. 2 Return to Ravnica, 3 Dragon Maze. Now we're going to get a little bit more variety, hopefully. Think Watcher? Yeah, I'm not sold on... I'm not actually sold on Urban Utopia yet. I'm just not sure about the green mana. Ooh, all right, old school. Back to Dissension. Oh, man. Original Ravnica is so sweet. How does this draft work? So you get all these packs. 18 in all. You pick 2 cards from each pack, and every pack is new. There is no cards picked out of them. So you're getting first choices every single time. Rakdos Augur Mage, actually an invitational card. I don't know, does anyone know who is a person on the card? Delirium Skies was a good sideboard tech in 16 rack, which you should watch on the YouTube. Yeah, Minister of Impediments is great. Really, really good. That is a pretty easy choice. Otherwise, Signets are always good. Seal of Fire. Although the one card, well, I guess we do have a little red. Signet. You can never go wrong with Signets either. Signets are just really good. I don't think Rakdos Augur Mage. Basically, symmetrical Thought Seizes. Yeah, let's take Signet. It's hard to go wrong. So Tapper and Signet. Nothing else in this pack is super exciting. I feel like our packs have not been that great. I feel like they've been pretty medium to almost bad. Terry So, that makes sense. Hey, thank you, Dylan. I will be looking forward to it. All right, back to the world of Return to Ravnica. Abrupt Decay, worse in draft than constructed. Annihilating Fire is double red. No fixing. No fixing at all in this pack. Ugh. I don't know. This is actually a lot different than a normal draft, and I'm not convinced that we're drafting a great deck. Good news. Oh, Tristani's Judgment's good. Instant Speed Exile. 6 mana is a lot, but it's hard to go wrong with just straight up kill something. How are we doing on creatures? I mean, I guess we have a couple of good ones. Yeah, I guess not that bad. Hussar, Patrol, and Forest. I don't think we're going to take the Forest. I think we take Tristani's Judgment. Yeah, and Abrupt Decay? Golgari Charm. All creatures get -1/-1. Destroying enchantment, regenerate. It's kind of medium. Alright, we'll take the 2 removal spells. Abrupt Decay, Tristani's Judgment. Still want more fixing. Well, now we might actually take Urban Utopia. Ooh, this pack, though. Hypnosizzle sweet. How likely are we to be able to cast our spells? Like, is there any chance? We have 2 dual lands, a Clue Stone, a Signet, Prophetic Prism. Ooh, the Crate Maker? I mean, it is a removal. I don't think I want Ritualist. I think it's more of a sideboard card in this format. Dimir Guildgate seems necessary. And, I mean, we're going to have enough playables. We still have a lot of packs to go, so we're doing super well for playables. So we can afford to take the land. The question is, what do we take with it? So we take Guildgate. League Guildmage draws us cards. Notion Rain. Wouldn't mind some card draw. Hypnosizzle is really good. It's removal and card draw. What do you think, Hypnosizzle or Notion Rain? I think we want one of those. I don't think we need Crate Maker. Yeah, more creatures would be good. But card draw can draw us into creatures. Filippo! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's true. League Guildmage does help with Pontiff. We're gonna sizzle. Sizzle. Ooh, Duskmantle Seer. This card was so hyped when it came out, and then it was so bad. But it's probably fine. Like, yeah, we each draw a card, but it's a 4/4 flyer. It's a mythic. Party Bob. I mean, it's fun. Drawing cards is sweet. And we are in the right colors. What else do we get, though? Boros Charm. Probably not. Gorkland Rampager is really good. And no one's going to expect it out of our deck. And we are technically going to be in all the... I mean, we're 5-color. There's nothing we do about it. We're just, like, straight up 5-color. Yeah, I kind of forgot about Duskmantle's here, too. It was super hyped when it came out. If you're an aggressive deck, Madcap Skills is great. But I don't think we're that aggressive. Sage Road Denizen. Now, the rest of this pack isn't good. I think it's Gorkland, maybe. Gorkland Duskmantle. Snap off those 4-drops. We got to fill out the... Look at our 4-drop slot. Night Vale Predator Gorkland Rampager. This format's ridiculous. Varian Vante! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Flesh Blood. Exile creature from the graveyard. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature where X is... Ooh, okay. Blood. Target creature you control deals damage equals power to any target. Oh, that was a... Oh, I love Blast of Genius. Oh, I love Blast of Genius. I love Blast of Genius. Blast of Genius is so sweet. It is so sweet. Far Away is really good, too. I kind of like Hunter of Night Vale. This is actually a pretty strong pack. Far and Away is really good. We probably got to take Far and Away. Far and Away... Are we going to mill out? There might be a concern that we mill out. We're going to get a bunch of old packs in a row. All right. Gate plus Fuse card? Oh, but Blast of Genius. It draws cards. There is a Guild Gate, which I think we got to take like every Guild Gate because we're going to have enough playables. So we just want to take every Guild Gate we can. Have not seen a Hover Barrier yet. Oh, really? Do you think is Far Away better than Blast of Genius and also Flesh Blood? Blast is 6 mana. We got a Signet. I want to draw cards. I'm gonna draw cards. I'm sure you're right, chat, but I want to draw cards. All right, back to the old school. I wish we had more old packs in this draft. We got a lot of new ones. Well, the bounce lands are great, so we're probably taking the bounce land. Maybe that's the strategy in this format. Treat your packs like you get one pick and then 1 mana fixing, and you'll probably end up with a decent deck. All right, Walking Archive, Defender. Enters the battlefield with a counter on it. Being each player's upkeep, the player draws a card for each counter on it. Put a counter on it. I don't think we wanted to let our opponent draw cards. Pain Magnification, not super exciting. Pentagia Viper. The snake is actually pretty good. Comes into play, basically for 4 mana, you get a 2/1 flying and 2 1/1 tokens. Seal of Doom is also very good removal. I guess we probably just can't pass it. Chancery and Seal of Doom. I do like the Viper a lot. I think the Viper is very strong. The deck just decides to aggro. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much aggro there actually is. If everyone's not going 5-color, we might get run over. Mimeofracture. Choose a permanent an opponent controls. Search the player's library for a card with the same name. Oh, that's not going to work. Blind Hunter's good. I like Blind Hunter a lot. When it enters the battlefield or the creature Haunt dies, you drain for 2. It's the original Siege Rhino. Gruul Turf, Orzhov Signet. It may be like 1/2. Orzhov Signet Mortify. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. We're down to 3 packs left. Give us some bobs. Rakdos Defiler. When it attacks, sacrifice half your non-demon permanents. When it deals damage, opponent sacrifices half your non-demon permanents. Ugh, that is brutal. Brendan Denny! I feel like we missed out on some bobs. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Well, we get a bounce land, which we want. For pick number 2, it might actually be Ixsplitter? A pinger that also pings the opponent for 1, essentially. We can't actually Rakdos, unfortunately. Kindle the Carnage. Discard a card at ugh, no. I saw random, no deal. Make a bunch of Saproling, search your library. Oh! That's kind of sweet. How bad is Supply Demand? Enemy. Wait, what is enemy? Oh, Protection multicolored? That's probably pretty good. Supply Demand does seem really sweet, though. I kind of want to try it. I'm sure enemy's really good, but let's try Supply Demand. We got Ramp. It can make a bunch of tokens. It can tutor for... it's essentially a demonic tutor. It hits anything in our deck. All right, 2 packs to go. Oh, Ash Zealot. Okay. Not the most exciting. This might just be land. We already have enough playables. What are we gonna take out of this pack? This might just be land, honestly. Terrace Worm? I mean, I'm leaning towards just land. Make the mana work, make the mana work. We've had some bad rares. Quasi-duplicate, sweet. We're probably gonna take Quasi-duplicate. It's hard for me to pass up Quasi-duplicate just because I love it. And we have Duskmantles here. And Nightveil Predator. So we do have good things to copy. Pontiff of Blight. Could you imagine all the Pontiff of Blights? The problem is we don't have Surveil, really. It's just going to be a random ground creature. So we'll definitely take Quasi-Duplicate. And then it's probably just, honestly, the land again. Because I think we already have the playables. Like, I don't think anything else we could take is actually going to make our deck. We don't have Surveil for Spybug. We're not aggressive enough for the Boros cards. We don't need just a random common 3-drop. Alright. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if this deck's good or not. I do like that we managed to draft a lot of lands and a lot of fixing, so we're actually going to be able to cast our spells. This is Supreme Draft. It's like halfway between Cube and Real Draft. Dark Puka! Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 19th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big shoot for you. Thank you. All right, so move our fixing away for a moment. So I think we have to cut 3-ish cards. I think our fixing is actually pretty good. We did a good job. This deck is a train wreck. I actually think this deck's pretty sweet. We'll see. It looks train wrecky, but I think it's actually sweet. We can cut the Clue Stone. Yeah, I guess we can probably cut it. I could see that. Alright, so we have 2 Signets. The Clue Stones are not great. We want probably all of our Guild Gates. All of our bounce lands. Oh man, this mana. 1 of each. Boom. Question's gonna be how much how many lands do we want to play? We might play 16. We do have what? 2 bounce lands? 3 bounce lands? 1, 2 bounce lands. This deck is very coherent considering the other decks I've seen. Have they looked pretty bad? So this was all Ravnica sets. Oh, you hit Mythic today? What are you playing, Nuisance? That's awesome. What are we cutting? We gotta cut 1 or 2 cards, depending on how many lands we want to play. What's bad? So we have removal. Bomb, removal. Creature. That's probably a bomb. Creature, removal. Ramp is staying. Ramp/fixing. We have a ton of removal. Removal. Wow, look at that removal pile. That is a great pile of removal. We have 11 creatures. We could just get rid of Watcher of the Mist. Let's look at our curve again. Yeah, we got a bunch of 5-drops. We can probably cut Watcher. 16 lands is fine, right? I kind of like Sky Knight. Well, actually, it does have 1 toughness. I think this deck is actually sweet. Pauper decks sometimes run 3 or 4 bounce lands. Yeah, we might be being too greedy. We probably want to go 17. The bounce lands and signets help. But we do have an expensive deck. We do have card advantage. I think being mana screwed is probably our easiest way to lose. So let's go 17. And that means we got to cut 1 more card. Duskmanter Seer is going to kill us. Seems likely. But we're going to take the risk. No fear. 41? Alright, 41 card special. Here we go. I actually think this deck's sweet. You convinced me easily on the 41 card special. Actually, you know what? All right, whatever. 41 card special it is. We'll see. Maybe the deck's horrible. It was actually kind of fun drafting. I wish we didn't hit Infinite Dragon's Maze, though. I feel like we just opened all Dragon's Maze packs for some reason. There we go. Hey, what's up, Nader? How are you? Stream mode is achieved. You know what? We're not going to play first. You can play first, opponent. Ooh. Whoa. Miraculously, we're actually pretty close to casting Night Veil Predator. Yeah, if it's a disaster, we run it back and try again and hope to get last Dragon's Maze. I mean, if we die to Dustmantle Seer, I'm okay with that. If we dry drawing cards, like, it was a good life. Yeah, sounds actually pretty good. Guildgate for our opponent. Guildgate for us. Wow, we're actually just going to have... What are the chances that our 5-color deck is just going to have Night Veil Predator on time, most likely? Not good, I would say. Oh, Promenade. Pay the Piper. Opponent? Alright, so opponent seems a little focused. I feel like it's almost hard to be a focused deck because the mechanics don't carry over. Even though, like, the themes are the same, it's not like you extort in every pack or anything. Ooh, how do we want to do this? Let's just play the land, run out Sky Knight. Tapping incorrectly. Run out Sky Knight. Next turn we can bounce and pick up a non-tap land, which would be good. Duckilo! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, we could also just draw... I guess, so technically we're not going to be exactly on time. Opponent, Bedex, and extorts. Sure. Opponent's down to 3 cards, though. And our hand is just removal central. Yeah, alright. So next turn we can Chancery. Exort is good. It is a good limited mechanic. Opponent, combat. Does not attack. Oh, alright. We draw the island. Here it comes! Here it comes! One of the best limited cards from its set. This card feels so unbeatable. What are the chances that we slam that on turn 4? Not very good. Opponent, don't edict me. Azorius Arrestor. Okay, yeah. Good luck with that, opponent. Cannot detain us, and passes. Alright, play Tithe Taker. Chancery. Pick up the Swamp. And we'll see on defense this turn. The 41 card special paid off. Has anyone actually tried this? Have any of you actually tried this format yet? Why am I flying off the edge of the camera? Yeah, I don't think it's worth attacking yet. Yeah, we can Gore Clan at some point. And our removal. Whoa, opponent's also 5-color. Mad Knives! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Well, probably going to kill that. Although, I guess it doesn't even matter that much. Hexproof is so good. Maybe too good. Prophetic Prism. Alright, Prophetic Prism. Extort you. Draw a card. The extort battle is on. Did one very skill intensive 03. Ooh, ouch. Was it fun though? I mean, that's the most important thing. Did you enjoy it? Play the land, pass the turn. I feel like we're in good shape. Muted. Signet. Extorts. I also want to be a little careful because remember, everyone's getting to draw all bombs. Open new packs every time. So our opponent presumably has some bombs going on as well. Now we will start attacking. We'll Void Wielder. Extort. Bounce. Huh. Yeah, let's bounce a Thrall. That's actually more mana. Chaos Engineer! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent. Taps. Sure. I think this is fine. We can still start attacking. And that costs our opponent more mana to replay it. Now we get in with the Predator. Hit our opponent. Going on the offensive. Hey, Seth, are these Supreme Breast Phantom or you get to keep the cards? They are Phantom. So they're Phantom. It costs $10 or the equivalent of play points to enter. If you go 2-3 or 2-1, you get your money back. If you go 3-0, then you get your money back. Oh, dear. Skeletal Vampire is top tier level bomb. Thankfully, we have exile removal, so it's not going to beat us, but it is very good for our opponent here. Opponent. Getting in, hitting us. Alright, well, that was close. Skeletal Vampire, those are the kind of cards we didn't open too many of. Skeletal Vampire, 6 mana, 3/3 flyer, comes with 2/1/1 bats when it comes into play. You can sack a bat to make 2 bats, paying 5 mana, and sack a bat to regenerate it. It is really good, but thankfully, we have Tristani's Judgment. A nice clean answer. Kill it, extort it. And this Tide Taker's been fine. The Dimir Guildgate might have still been better, but it's been good. So get rid of Skeletal Vampire. Go to combat. Do we keep attacking? Are we winning this race? We're taking 3 back. I don't know if we're winning this race or not. All right. Well, we'll go for it for now. We're both extorting. Get in, hit ya. Down to 14. Guildgate, go. Come on, card draw. Hey, what's up, Gollum MTG? I'm doing good. Hey, thank you for the cheer. Yeah, the Rampager is a good way to catch our opponent by surprise and maybe steal the win. Opponent. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Yeah, opponents got some bombs, that's for sure. I do feel like we open pretty poorly with rares. We opened just like very few good rares. However, I feel like our deck's still okay. Opponent gets in, hits us. Well, now we're definitely gonna have to start staying on defense. Down to 14. That is maybe our bomb, our best bomb. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, create a bird and populate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what if they kill it? We know one of their cards is a tapper. You know what? I think we just go for it. Run it out. Pontiff of Blight. Extort for everyone. Pass the turn. We need our Blast of Genius. All right. Well, now we could go super duper ultra extort if our Pontiff lives. Yeah, we don't have that many basics in our deck, honestly. We drafted so many non-basics. Oh, come on, no removal. No removal. Alright. Well, that's not removal, but it does empty our hand, which is awkward. So we might as well mortify, I guess, the Scion. Wow, look at all the extorting we could do if we draw a card, if we draw some non-lands. Yeah, now we might as well. Alright, well, kill that. Drop to 11. Opponent does have a lot of flyers. Down to 10. Discard Gore Clan Rampager. Oh, we need a spell to trigger extort. We need a spell to trigger extort. This is all Ravnica block stuff. Oh dear. Well, alright. That's not a spell. Pass the turn. Where's our card draw? Our Blast of Geniuses. They are Phantom Drafts, yeah. No attacks. Opponent. Yeah, Blast of Genius would be great. Hypno-Sizzle would be fine. Really, any non-land would be good. Jeez, yeah, alright. Well, not looking good, not looking good. I think they got us here. Well, there goes our life gain. And now we just die to these flyers. Ugh. Bone it. Passes. Well, there's Blast of Genius. Unfortunately, a smidge on the late side, but we'll see. Blast of Genius. The Extort Flyer. Extort our opponent. Hope for good hits. I mean, that is a good draw. Ooh. Discard Minister. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah? Alright. Quasi-duplicate Night Veil? Whew! Alright, we got flyers, so we can at least play defense. Number 2. Pass the turn. Well, let's see what they got. What do they got? Deadweight. Killed our Extorter. Sure. We know one of their cards is that Thrall, which isn't super scary. Their other card is... Okay, there's the Thrall. I mean, we're fairly stable, though. Tapping doesn't do much against all of our hexproof stuff. More lands. Well, we will, once again, quasi-duplicate. Night Veil Predator. Discard a land. And now I think we do start attacking. Get in with a Predator. Opponent takes it. Oh, the tide is turned. It was looking bad, but it's looking better now. Night Veil Predator Tron assembled. For once, I think my Solemnity Lock deck is sweeter than the one you came up with. Hey, let me see, Cocos. The Solemnity Lock is definitely more impressive than I thought. Ooh, going with some exquisite blood action. I like it. Throwing all the combos together. That's definitely spicy. I know one of my impressions was that the lock itself is just really good in a lot of matchups, and that other possibilities definitely exist, and that's a cool one. I hadn't thought about playing it in a kind of like Soul Sistery's life gain shell, but that looks sweet. I like it. What was Merchant's Eliminity Lock deck? Had to buy mice for this. For what kind of snake you got, Ebriel Blazer? You've missed 3 Nightville Predators so far after a five color draft. All right, taps Void Wielder, sure. Full out attack. Interesting. Was our opponent like have burn spells? What is the point of this? Drop to 7. Passes. Not the best timing for Warp Physique. I'll go to combat. Attack ya. Opponent, 9. Down to 4. Can they kill us this turn? Oh, Inescapable Blaze would get us. Is that from Ravnica? About it. War Leader's Helix. Okay. That doesn't kill us, though. We have 2 removal spells in hand, so we're definitely not dead. Opponent goes to combat. Well, we will warp a bat. One card in hand, but that's enough. Are you going to make a Tiny Bones EDH deck? An opponent scoops it up. All right, that was close. Opponent has some very good bombs, which I guess is expected in this format. Are you going to make a Tiny Bones EDH deck? I currently am. Just need a few cards and Tiny Bones to release in Europe. Ooh, that is actually a sweet idea. I do really like Tiny Bones. I mean, the deck worked pretty well that game. I mean, we have no sideboard, so I guess we're running it back. Run it back. 41 card special, get it done. Yeah, Tiny Bones is definitely a cool commander. I feel like someone played it, right? Huh. We're on the draw. Yeah, we'll keep this. It'll work out. It always works out. Planes go. We do need to hit some lands, though, especially dual. How do we have 2 of our, like, 5 basics or 6 basics, whatever it is? Wow, opponent's getting aggressive. Okay. Well, land, go. Swamp is a good draw. No, oh, trust the magic gods. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. We have 2 bounce lands and about 1,000,000 guild gates. We did not get to open many old packs. For some reason, the packs that we got were very much weighted towards newer ones. Wow, opponent's like an aggro deck now. Okay. Yeah, Swamp and Tapper. What do you think of the double hybrid mana coming back? Hey, what's up, Elf? How are you? Are there any good Dimir tempo decks in Historic? I mean, I think you could play, like, Dimir Flash. I don't know if I've actually seen too many Dimir tempo decks, but Historic has a lot of, a reasonably big card pool, so I think the cards exist to make one. But there isn't, like, a top-tier one floating around or anything that I've seen. Alright, opponent Signets. And... Aw, Seal of Fire. Alright, well, opponent's essentially out of cards, though. Unfortunately, we are not hitting our land drops at the moment. It was a risky keep, but opponent's out of 1 card. And they've just they're like an aggro deck now. Interesting. All right, sure. Tap land, opponent. We will kill your veteran. Keep the clock in check. Hey, what's up, Dr. Do? How are you? Hey, what's up, Bizana? This is, we're trying limited tonight. This is Supreme. Ooh, that's a draw. This is Supreme Draw. How have we drawn 4 basic lands? The odds of that are so slim. We spent almost every pack. We spent almost every pack drafting. Almost every pack drafting mana fixing. And somehow we've hit all the basic lands. About it. Wow, doesn't even attack. Passes. Okay, there's a non-basic. Guildgate. Go. I mean, all of our removals paying off. Our opponent got off to the fast start, but we just kill it all, kill it all. Opponent, combat. Gets it, hits us. Sure. Down to 10. Not going to spend it. Look at this removal. Our removal's really good. Double hybrid. So think of like Reaper King is probably the best example. All right, opponent plays a Thrall. Well, kill you. So, let me pull it up. Opponent passes. Oh, play the land. So, something like this would be an example where we have the multiple hybrid cost, or Trace of Abundance is maybe even a better example, where you have green or red-white hybrid, something like that. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, pass the turn. I like hybrid. I think hybrid's cool. They still need to fix it. I hope maybe this is what will make them fix it in Commander. I know that's a battle that I keep fighting, and I have not yet won. Although, smaller battles are being won. Like, changes do happen. Did you see they announced today, which I'm excited for. This is another good thing we can talk about. You know what? I don't think we do this yet. Let's just play the land. Pay for it. Did you see they announced today? We have a new donation for rum. I'll get to it in a minute. We have a new donation for rum. Are we going to have to kill this silly little... Oh, I don't want to kill that. From Bizana, $2 donation. Just to help you out, it's pronounced by like bit. Bizuna. Nut. Like nut. Nah like nut. By like bit. Zoo. Nah like nut. Help everyone is having a good night day. Well, thank you. Bye Zoonut. Bye Zoonut. Like that? Bye Zoonut. We'll go with that. Thank you so much, about it. Yeah, we'll take it again. If we get burnt out because we take this Dagger Dome damage. So, Wizard is out today, along with a convoluted, like always, organized play announcement, that they were changing the Hall of Fame to include non-player contributors. Non-player contributors. Yeah, we will start spoilers next Thursday officially. So that means that the Hall of Fame will no longer just be all the pros, which that's something that I have... Jeez, I hate that. I really hate that we got to do this. That's something I've argued for a while. What are non-player contributors? So, I think a good example would be, all right, opponent runs out Screechy. All right, Tithe Drinker. Pass the turn. So I think a good example would be like BDM. Yeah, BDM is a perfect one. Brian David Marshall. Mark Rosewater, Garfield. I'm sure there's other Artists would be another good example. John Avon, like classic. So I think someone said that on Twitter, like, oh, like, yeah, like Professor, it said the command zone. And I honestly don't. I honestly would not vote for myself for any of those people. I feel like my only fear with this is I don't really want. I don't want it to be like a content popularity contest. We have they do content creators awards, someone does and stuff like that. I think it would have to be like old school people. I'm sure there would have to be some sort of restriction where I don't know what the qualification would be. Like in the pros, you got to have what? It was originally you got to have like, is it 10 years? So a certain amount of pro points and so long since your first pro tour. So I think it would have to be similar to that for non-players as well. I don't know what the exact criteria would be, but it would have to be because I think what you don't want the Hall of Fame to be is like, oh, someone made, videos that everyone likes this year. They should be in the Hall of Fame. Like, for me, I think this would be like, yeah, Rebecca Guay and like old school original people. If it did get to content people, I would even be looking at like, Rashad, maybe an argument for like Evan Irwin, who was like one of the first big content producers, like 10, 15 years ago now. So I think if it did go in the content direction, those would be the kind of people that I would be thinking of, at least for the immediate future. Not people that are like actively necessarily producing content now. How do I sub to Goldfish Twitch channel on my phone? Can't find the button. Ooh, it should be on the right above or below the screen, I believe. Yeah, Therese Nielsen, I think the odds of her getting voted in at this point are pretty low, but she does have some pretty iconic art pieces for sure. Trying to avoid removal. Our opponent's had a couple of cards in hand this entire game. Danny R, welcome to the Fishbowl for the second month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Heard you talking about this earlier, but Black's Color Pie Slice has enchantment removal now. Don't fight it. The Color Pie has evolved. What's the argument for it, though? Like, why should Black be able to remove an enchantment? Like, oh no. Like, if there's an answer other than we want to support best of one on Arena or something equally ridiculous, then you might be able to convince me. But I have not heard what I would consider to be a good argument for actually. Yeah, well, all right. An opponent has, yeah. And now we're just dead. Oh, these are the cards we were missing. Like, our deck it's got some good stuff, but boy, our opponent's got bombs. Our deck does not have bombs. And that is an issue. You know what? Let's go down this left Sky Knight and bring in Watcher. Watcher's a better blocker. They need a third color to... Oh, wait. I missed the answers. Red can hit artifacts, but not enchantments. Black should be able to hit enchantments, but not artifacts. Okay. Red and black has to get it for enchantment answers to exist in many colors as artifact answers. Huh. Does that matter, though? Black can destroy permanents or make people sack them. I mean, it hasn't been able to do that with... It hasn't been able to do that with enchantments until this year. 3 colors can remove artifacts. White, green, red. It's weird that only 2 can remove enchantments. White, green. I think it would generally be better for the game if it was 3 for both. Real question: if black can't deal with enchantments, why can't red? Like, I mean, isn't that the wouldn't that be the logical next step? Like, shouldn't blue be able to? Shouldn't blue be able to deal with artifacts then, or enchantments? Like, or red? Should red be able to kill enchantments? Like, if black can do it, like, I don't really see the. I don't know. I kind of feel like. Moving away from the color pie and making the color pie not relevant is another way to subtly make Magic more like Hearthstone. I don't know if that's what's happening or not, but I could see that I can see an argument that that's what's happening at a minimum. That it's just another way to try to appeal to Hearthstone players. Like, every deck does everything. Colors don't matter. Mulligans don't matter. You get a coin. Every effect is random. Like, you know, maybe that's not what's happening. A funny thing about Magic is sometimes harder to answer cards is sometimes harder to answer card results is the need for decks to have more diverse removal. But I mean, I think that's part of Magic. Like, I think that's part of what makes Magic. Yeah, I don't like. I've been complaining about Phyrexian Libation as well, but like, I think that's part of what makes Magic great. Like, I feel like if every color could answer everything, Magic is a much worse game for it. Like, I think part of what makes, like, each color has its different strengths and weaknesses. Not being able to do something, that's what makes Magic fun, and that's what creates diversity, is that some colors can't do everything. So, sure, maybe your mono black deck, you get, like, Thought Seizes and insane, like, some of the most powerful discard spells in all of Magic. The most powerful discard spells in all of Magic. But the downside is you can't deal with, like, an artifact or enchantment that hits the battlefield. So why should black have the most powerful discard in all of Magic and also be able to answer things once they hit the battlefield? Like, I don't know. To me, that feels like a legitimate question. We are playing Magic Online tonight because we are playing a new format that they just created, Supreme Draft. We go back and forth depending on what we're playing. But we played Arena our first 2 streams this week, so this felt like a good night to try something new in Supreme Draft. In my opinion, and flavor-wise, in so many cases, enchantments can be made, can be a thing wonderful or inspirational, and black is also going to destroy those kind of things, but not their own punishments. It doesn't make sense for red, as they are too physically destructive. I had not thought about the flavor aspects to that extent. I mean, I could very well be wrong. That's just totally 100% my opinion. Oh, I should tap that. My opinions and speculation, like, very well could be 100% off base, and that Magic is better with black removing enchantments. Alright, opponent, Benevolent Ancestor, sure. I'll tap you. Untap. Yeah, let's go tutoring. I don't know what we're taking, but we're tutoring. Probably just Blast. Yeah, I think Blast is good here. Blast will be good even through creature removal, which some of our other choices will not. Thanks for the content. I just got home from the hospital and my neck surgery. Ooh, worst part is I had to shave my beard. Well, I'm sorry. Hopefully you're doing all right. That is super scary. Hopefully the recovery is going well. Welcome home, though, and welcome back to the stream. This is a 5-color pile. Opponent. Gonna make us discard. Sure. Well, we have to discard 2 good cards, but we still have a good card left over. Opponent passes. Blast of Geniuses, Ignoring Extorter. So yeah, blast you. Discard Simic Signet. Pass the turn. We also got to be aware of timing out. Apparently playing really slow. You should join our next EDH Boxing League. What is EDH Boxing? Seth should be in the Hall of Fame. Seth should Hall of Fame have all the greats based solely on achievement, or should include other factors, think steroids in baseball, or scandal ruining an artist's career? That is a tough question. So I think my answer would be that it should be up to the voters. Like, I think that's who should determine it. That's basically how it works in sports, and I think that is probably the most reasonable way for it to work. So, like the baseball players who had the steroid issues, it's not that they are like banned from the Hall of Fame. It's that so far the writers have not. No, Blood Rush is not casting a spell, so it doesn't actually work. So far the writers haven't voted for them. So I think that would be. I think you have a Hall of Fame panel that votes on it, and trust those people will make the best decision for the game, more or less. Ooh. Oh, I really, really want this Chemister, but I don't want it to die. No, let's just... Opponent's got 4 cards in hand. We gotta not time out. Let's just play Gore Clan Rampager. See if we can bait out some removal before we play Chemister. The deck is definitely goofy. Hellkite Whelp. When attack deals 1 damage. Okay, that's fine. That is unlikely to be attacking in the near future. I mean, who would... I just stepped outside to get some supper. Found my package from Therese Nielsen's token Kickstarter. Over a year waiting. Finally delivered. Can't wait to show them off at our Oathbreaker and Commander Night. Yeah, we're gonna time out here momentarily if we're not careful. Well, go to combat. Get in with Gore Clan Rampager. Can we close this out? Opponent. Oh, that's right. They get to block and prevent the damage. Sure. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Are we gonna have to kill that 0/4? Is that like actually an issue? Now let's play Extorter. Go. Oh, timing out is definitely a concern. So who would out of oh my jeez. Oh, yeah. The old talking to the chat, losing your minister of impediments pun. Ugh. Yeah. Opponent has the skeletal vampire, of course. And yeah, I think there's a decent chance we're dead now. That's disappointing. So tap all of our mana. Kill skeletal vampire. Extort. Boy, these mechanics are pretty slow and clunky. So skeletal vampire dies. Oh, losing that Minister of Impediments is a really big deal. Really big deal. Opponent. Gets in. Hits us for 5. Pings a Rampager. We drop to 6. Opponent. Signet. And fresh-faced recruit. Passes. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we tapped away our red mana with the Signet. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hypnosizzle. Extort. Draw. Okay, opponent taps it just in case. Okay, I think our opponent's trying to tap us out or time us out, which I guess we deserve from playing slowly. Well, discard Grizzly Spectacle. Kill the Whelp. We have a new donation for Rub. Play the Guildgate. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps 2 cards in hand from Elkazoa with a $2 donation. Here's an article. Basically, it's other than blue, colors are supposed to have 1 blind spot, but black had 2. Opponent gets in, hits us. But black had 2, and enchantments only had 2 colors to deal with them. Well, thank you so much for the donation, Alkazoa. I'll have to check it out. Not right this second, as we were timing out, but in the future. Oh, opponent with the bombs. Alright, opponent. Yeah. Makes more creatures. It's a land. Oh, well, I mean, I guess we were probably going to lose that anyway, but boy, that was brutal. All right. Oh, this is the article that was posted here is just a spoiler article where Mark Rosewater goes over the cards in the set. Oh, that was brutal. Well, that's my fault for not paying close enough attention. Before we get to our next game, a quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. That was like an hour-long match. It's Card Kingdom, and if you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. So we can probably just see if it actually... One day Eric Lauer came to talk to me. He was concerned about the color black, other than blue, which doesn't tend to destroy things. Every color had 1 card type it couldn't destroy. White couldn't destroy lands. That's the color of Armageddon. Red couldn't destroy enchantments. Green couldn't destroy creatures. And black had 2 things it couldn't destroy, artifacts and enchantments. Well, also, red, green, and white can all destroy artifacts, but only green and white can destroy enchantments. His suggestion to fix this issue, should we let black start destroying enchantments? I took the idea to the Council of Colors. They were sympathetic to what Eric was saying. It is odd that it's harder to kill enchantment than artifacts, and the fact that 3 colors could destroy artifacts, but only 2 could destroy enchantments was odd. Letting black have access to enchantment removal to fix some of these issues, but there was a problem. The reason we haven't had black have enchantment removal is probably because we like to deal with the devil enchantments that we make in black and didn't want them to be able to easily get rid of them. Someone suggested, why don't we get rid, don't let black get rid of its own enchantments, but only their opponent's enchantments. So we decided to introduce it. We wanted to make it the weakest color of enchantment destruction. This led to a suggestion, only allowing black to sacrifice artifacts, which lasted, what, a couple of months. Not even a year. Our first step we called Mire and Misery. We definitely raise it for your eyebrows, as this is now letting black explore new colors by pace, but overall the effect is pretty weak. Note that we tend to shoot a little low when exploring new color pie spaces to see what works. Service Beyond Death was our first foray. Phrix's Libation still forced opponents to sacrifice a creature or enchantment, but now makes it modal, so you're... I mean, how much weight do you put in that, though? Like, because what they're saying is already not actually true anymore if they're having targeted removal after, like, 2 sets. And presumably, when this article was being written a few months ago, they were already designing that set, so, I mean, because this says, like, oh, we want it to have edicts, and now today they're like, oh, we're giving it targeted removal. Did things actually change that fast? Like, how much weight could you put in any of that stuff? Yeah, a lot of that was cute. Like, white can't destroy lands. Like, that's the color of Armageddon imbalance. Like, I guess it doesn't have destroy target land, but that seems like a little bit of a stretch. We just got Fall the Thran not that long ago. And I also think I take issue with the idea that green can't destroy creatures. I know it technically does not say destroy creature, but green does a pretty good job of dealing with creatures now. League Guildmage for our opponent. Transguild Promenade is a pretty good draw. Mana improving. Pass the turn. What is a targeted black enchantment removal? We don't know yet. Wizards just gave a hint that was coming today in Mark Rosewater's teasers. Starting to sound like an old fogey. I mean, maybe I am. All right. I mean, maybe I am. I guess I do think that the color pie matters. And I do think that, like, we've seen a lot of issues with Wizards changing things so quickly that I'm nervous about stuff like that. Because I feel like a lot of the things Wizards has done to, like, change the game have not actually made the game better. So that makes me a little bit nervous when we hear about other changes that are coming. Ugh, like, are they going to improve the game or make it worse, or who knows? Did I see Jim Davis's article about making fast lands evergreen? Ooh, all right, we're gonna go for this. We might kill ourselves, but we're gonna go for it. Duskmantle Seer, Party Bob. I did see the article. I didn't read. I saw like the title. I didn't actually read the entire thing in all the arguments. Ill-gotten inheritance. Beating your upkeep. Drains for 1. Ooh, that's actually could be an issue. How much damage are we taking? Ooh, alright. A bit. Well, Opponent goes to 12. Well, let's kill this. Play a Guild Gate. Get in with Duskmantle Seer. Party Bob working in our favor. Yeah, Mortify was a good draw. Opponent's down to 8. Party Bob doing work. Aww. Oh, and they draw a million cards? That's not as exciting. Edict Effect. Twisted Justice, pretty powerful. Selfishly, I'm excited for enchantment removal in black. I have a Marchesa Black Rose EDH deck that scoops to graveyard hate every time, so that's annoying. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's, like, upsides to it. That's for sure. Blue, black. Well, let's see if Nightveil Predator can finish the job. Nightveil Predator with Gorkland Rampager? That's pretty close to killing our opponent. I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely excited for Zendikar, though. It sounds like it's going to be sweet. An opponent scoops it up. All right. No punts, no disasters, and our 5-color pile. Getting the job done. I feel like the color pie should only be changed when there's a need. White needs to draw ramp. I don't know. Maybe it's a silly thing to put too much weight into. It is a small thing. I guess I just worry with it being a thing on top of another thing on top of another thing about, I guess, like the overall, like just concerned about the overall direction of Magic design. With this being another thing, I guess really what it comes down to, I guess the bottom line is like, after the last year of design, I just don't feel like I have that much faith in Wizards, in their design, like ability to design and make good decisions. I feel like going back like a year or two, it's just been kind of like a string of those things. So at this point, whenever I hear Wizards be like, hey, we're gonna like change the color pie, or hey, we're gonna like do this huge rules change, my initial reaction isn't like, whoa, that's gonna be awesome. It's like, oh my god, like how is this gonna end in disaster? Which maybe that's a me thing, and maybe I need to find a way to not think that way. But I think that is what happens. What are your thoughts on doing an ATO poll with never got a chance cards? There are 5 cards that are rotating that barely saw any standard play. Ooh. So I think the question is, do y'all want to see standard stuff? I think that would be my only concern, is if everyone's just checked out of standard and doesn't want to watch until rotation. I think that's my worry about it. Oh no, Wrecking Ball. Ooh, well, white can't do that. Wrecking Ball's a sweet card. I should probably play this more in Commander. Creature or land is a pretty good deal, and that's especially good against us with our 5-color mana base. Not playing land. Run out of Seal of Doom. Remand. Opponents think they're playing Modern over there. Pass the turn. Donos for the 31st month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, is it Chronarch? Okay, so opponent is on the grind to the max. Gonna get back another Wrecking Ball. I mean, I guess our opponent is constantly blowing up our lands. Like, that is a concern. We haven't been able to actually get anything on the battlefield. I'll play a land. Simic Signet. Seal of Doom. Land Destruction seems good in this format. So, if we did do that, are there any... I guess the second question would be, even if people did want to watch Standard, are there Standard cards that we haven't played that would be interesting to see? I would have to look and see if there's anything that we haven't actually played yet. Opponent, back with the Ilgon Inheritance. Well, play the land, pass the turn. Yeah, that Wrecking Ball was absurd. That Wrecking Ball is probably going to win the game. Can you make Doom Foretold work? I feel like Doom Foretold might have got there already. Outlaw's Merriment. Outlaw's Merriment's fun. Would you do a rate draft strip? Stip. What is a rate draft stip? About it. Runs out the League Guild Mage. Well, untap. Play a Void Wielder. Bounce the Guild Mage. Where's our mana? We know they have that Wrecking Ball in hand, too, so even if we draw another Promenade, it's just going to get blown up. Not great, not great. Oh, rare depths, I see. So we have to take the rare no matter what? That could be interesting. We'll see if we get in another draft. I wasn't expecting these draft games to all take an hour and a half every game. So Ben, at least our first game was incredibly long. About it. Beacon Bolt. Sure. And there's the Guild Mage. Well, we will kill the Guild Mage. Untap. Well, that is a handful of cards that are not castable. Pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Still Rocks? How are you? One of my favorite videos of yours is the anti-aggro Fire Song and Sun Speaker deck. Building the most anti-Uro deck would be sweet, even if it loses to the other top decks. Oh, that would be fun. I just wonder if decks today are... I wonder if you could make it work. Like, I wonder if it's possible. What in the world? Jeez, okay. Yeah, our opponent might just have us locked here. We can't cast things. Well, okay. Nightville Predator's decent. Until our opponent plays that silly Edict effect. Opponent drains us. Alright. Sure. I don't know if we should keep playing this or just, like, concede. Even though we have a chance of winning, so there's more of a chance that we get to at least do part of another draft. I'd be shocked if we actually could finish 2 drafts at this rate. Well, Guildgate. Gotta give our opponent something to Wrecking Ball. Do we play a Stormwild Capricorn deck? Did a few months ago. Opponent, yeah, Wrecking Ball again. Yeah, the land destruction seems effective. Opponent. We played Capricorn. Alright, we're just going to concede. So, we see what our opponent's doing. They're just trying to loop Izzet Chronarchs, apparently. So, if they get to, like, 10 mana, look out. Well, I feel like our deck is on the right track. I feel like we needed to open... It's pretty amazing with getting a rare in every pack that, how bad our rares are. Like, that is, I think, the... Well, we can't even keep this. That's awkward. That is the somewhat depressing part, I think, of this deck. Yeah, put the island to the bottom. Trust that we will draw lands. Instead of passing with 3 mana up and doing nothing. What is that in reference to, MD? Emil Blink or Rael? In what context? Just like, what do I like better? They're both really sweet cards. Probably Emil. It's just so Panharmonicon-y. Land goo. Not quasi-duplicating the Predator, not that it matters now. Opponent, Demir Charm. Look at the top 3 cards of a player's library, put 1 back, the rest in the graveyard. That is a really bad mode. Opponent has to be desperate for lands if they're choosing that. About it. Wizards is constantly designing cards I want to play. They're also turning 4 bets into something I don't want to play. I think that's where something went wrong. That is an interesting and good point. So opponent has Nightvale Spectre. Well, we need to kill that. So get rid of Night Veil Spectre. Untap. Play a land. Party Bob. And see what happens. Get down, Duskmantle Seer. Pass the turn. About it. That'd be sweet if it lived. Okay. Living for now. Lizola Blood Witch. Well, spin it to win it. Who's taking the damages? Oh, opponent gets Beacon Bolt. What does that care about? Number of instants or sorceries in the graveyard. Also, that's still a ways away from actually killing us. Now go to combat. Hit our opponent down to 13. Duskmantle Seer is actually a fast clock. Why did this card never catch on? Like, it is getting in for a lot of damage. Sacrifice a creature, 2 damage to any target. Yeah, let's just kill it. Play the bounce land. Pick up the planes. Pass the turn. In Party Bob we trust. And it is a little expensive, that's true. Opponent's going to repeal Party Bob. Buy themselves a second. That probably means they have the Edict, I guess. Oh, play the land. Lev Sky Knight, Minister of Impediments. Play around that Edict effect that our opponents got us with a couple of times. I don't think our deck's trash. The format's interesting, for sure. There's a Beacon Bolt, part 1. Plays a land. And a Guild Mage. Alright. I don't like our opponent being able to draw cards here, but play Pontiff. We're going to make our opponent draw on their upkeep if they want to. Spend their entire turn before they get to see their card. Tap the Guild Mage. Opponent lets it go. Ooh, hey, what's up, Butch? Butcher, how are you? I mean, we lost our first round in a 3-game match, but that was partly due to partly due to clicking through stuff, talking to chat. We might have still lost. Our opponent's deck was solid. Yep. Kill it. Hit ya. Pass the turn. About it. Taps. We know they have another removal spell in their graveyard with this Beacon Bolt. Opponent. Ooh. That's interesting. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Hit our opponent. Play Tithe Drinker. Play Supply Demand. Extort our opponent down to 10. Tutor 4. You know what? Let's take Blasted Genius. That seems decent. Pass the turn. Whew! Alright, we're getting them. Not landlocking us this time, opponent. Not happening. Yeah, the sets in this draft are really interesting. I think it's a really cool idea of a format. Smallpox at standard, that might be busted. Alright, opponent, Turnbird. So opponent's got all the removals. Night Veil Sprite, sure. And Beacon Bolt number 2. Opponent passes. Well, I don't think we want to let him start surveilling. Discard a Signet. And this hand looks pretty unbeatable. We have only a little time left. We need to play Yarok for standard send-off. Yarok we probably will have to play again. Although I do really want to play Yarok in standard. When fetch, hey Seth, when fetch lands are only in the collector's packs as Peerless Treasures, do you think that's good enough? I feel like it's a bit predatory tactic. Promise a real reprint, then charge $30 a pack for a chance to get one. I feel like the rug has been pulled out from under us, like taking the wind from the sails. I mean, I think the question is that the reprint? I don't think we really know, right? Like, if that was a reprint, that the only place you can get the fetch land reprint while opponent's playing Hunted Horror? If the only place you can get the fetch lands is in collector boosters in a $30 pack, then yes, I think that would be pretty disappointing. But I don't think Wizards said anything about that yet. So I don't think we really know. Like, hopefully that's not the case, but again, you're right. We don't really know at this point. Well, 1, 2, 3. Basilica Guard. 1, 2. Orzhov Signet. Extort you. Down to 9. Boy, this format does lead itself to long and grindy games. That's what people have been saying. What have people been saying? Do they think fetch lands are going to be just in collector's boosters? I mean, that would be a disappointing outcome. This is, wow, so many Beacon Bolts. They can't have another removal spell, right? It could be Wrecking Ball. Well, we gotta go for it. Dustmantle Seer. Quasi-duplicate it. Okay. Pass the turn. Can you kill 2 of them, opponent? They're Party Bob X2. We know they can get one with a Beacon Bolt. Opponent. There's the Beacon Bolt. Opponent's passing. Party Bob. Flip him something big. Whoo! Sire of Insanity. Okay. That's fine. Wow, opponent's deck has some good cards. And we got the GGs, and that is the power of the Party Bob. Opponent scoops it up. All right. Wow. Dustmantle here was really impressive, and we're still in it, man. See, I think this is a deck that could have went 3-0. I think it is. I mean, it's not like we've been blowing people out, but I think this is a deck that's close enough. I do wish we had another bomb or two, but aren't collector's boosters the only possible place now? They aren't getting into standard, but they have to be in a booster this year, they said. I mean, we don't really know what products could be coming. I expect that there will probably be a holiday season set. There almost always is. So with Commander Legends being the end of October, beginning of November, I kind of think they're going to have a set in December. What that exactly is, or if it could have fetches, I don't really know. Outside of... Ooh, that's not a keep. Outside of that, it is true that there's not a ton of landing spots left, unfortunately. Yeah, let's put a Promenade to the bottom. Our mana's going to be good. That's something. Island, go. I don't think they're in set boosters because they said they were not on the list. So, unless they're like, I don't even know. There's so many products with so many like weird quirks these days that it's really hard to figure out. Because I also thought that it would be awkward in Plague White. Whenever it becomes blocked, each creature gets -1, -1 until end of turn. Because it also seems a little bit awkward to have them in collector's boosters. Because so far, collector's boosters have been exclusively standard cards. There's never been a not standard legal slot in collector boosters. So that's awkward too. Does this card make Selesnya Aura's deck legit? Charging Bat. Oh no! I wanted to tutor with this. Sin Collector's a good card. Charging Badger. Oh, Charging Badger. I mean, if you want to play Badger Tribal, Charging Badger probably is in the top 3 Badgers, I would say. Opponent. Okay. Ikoria Collector's Boosters had Ikoria Commander cards. That's a good point. So I guess there is some roundabout precedent. Yeah, I don't know. I hope they're not just in collector's boosters. That would be disappointing because, I mean, I think the big deal is, like, here's the thing. It's about getting the price down. I've said this with Double Masters, too, and I know not everyone feels the same way, but Double Masters being super expensive, if it's bringing the price of the singles down, I don't really care how much the box costs. Like, it doesn't really make a difference, I don't think, because I think the most important thing is getting prices down. So my concern would not be so much that collector's boosters are expensive. My concern would be if they do show up in collector's boosters, is there going to be enough supply to actually bring the price down, or is it going to just be like, I don't know, another Masterpiece style thing where, yes, technically there's more fetch lands in existence, but they're so scarce and there's not enough of them to do anything. We are supreme drafting tonight. A brand new format on Magic Online. It's a pretty cool idea. Can we draw a non-land? We can. Let's get rid of Screechy. Extort. Yes, this is all the Ravnica sets through all of Magic, and the way the draft is set up is a lot different. You get a new pack every pick. So you open a brand new pack, you get to take 2 picks out of it, then the next pack is another brand new pack with no picks out of it, and you get to take 2 more picks, then you get another brand new pack, and it looks to be like it's just all 3 Ravnica blocks, and the packs that you actually get are pretty random, because we had, like, sometimes we'd get 2... Sometimes we'd get like 2 Dragon's Maze in a row. We actually had, in our pool, we had a ton of Dragon's Maze packs, and not many of the old Ravnica. So we'll have to see. I don't know if that is just how it breaks down, like how all the drafts are, or if it's just random and we happen to get a Dragon Maze heavy pool of packs. Yeah, we're pretty much 5-color. I think that is very, depending on your strategy, I think it's pretty easy to go 5-color in this format, because all the Ravnica sets have fixing, and with 2 picks a pack, we were able to, for the most part, pick a non-land and a land each pack, and then double pick non-lands in packs where we had 2 good non-lands. So using that strategy, our mana ended up being very good. The only thing we're lacking is opening more bombs. Pontiff of Blight is probably the best card we open. And that's not like I mean, it's okay, but it's not a top tier bomb. The Tamer Dreamer! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many lands, so many lands. Could use a blast of genius. I also think we could have a little bit more card draw. Hey, what's up, David? How are you? I mean, we're doing good. We're 1-1. Blaze Commando. When it ends their sorcery spell you control deals damage, create 2/1/1. That's scary. Go attacking. Opponent just takes it. Ugh. Yeah, pass the turn. Opponent. Thinking. Every card in your deck could say draw a card, and it wouldn't be enough card draw. I mean, that's kind of true. I do like my card draw. Opponent, big attack. Well, kill something. Wrecking Ball's really good. If we ever see a Wrecking Ball, we gotta take it. My girlfriend got to be part of a focus group because she's Asian and asked if stuff was tasteful or offensive. Oh, that's interesting. I've never done a focus group. I came in like a wrecking ball. I don't really know the words to that, other than that one line. Return target creature cards of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. Well, the Return of the Plague Rite. We need a draw. We have not seen our Mercurial Chemister at all either. I don't think we've got it on the battlefield. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't think we've got it on the battlefield a single time. Our Mercurial Chemister, which was our other, like, good card. Except, one thing I've realized is, with the way this format works, nothing's gonna live. You gotta expect that every deck is just gonna be mono insane removal. So keep that in mind. I think we definitely learn things. I feel like, kind of like Standard, you want to focus, like, in its original format, Mercurial Chemister was a bomb. Pontiff of Blight was a bomb. In this format, I think they're actually close to unplayable. I think you got to focus very heavily on enter the battlefield triggers, things that protect itself, because as we've seen, like, everyone has 10 really good removal spells or something. So I think that enter the battlefield triggers, things like that, is definitely what to focus on. And that's what we've seen the best recipe, like Skeletal Vampire, that Vidugazi proliferate thing, things that are putting, oh, another mulligan. Things that are putting multiple cards on the battlefield, not like, oh, I'm going to play Pontiff of Blight and have it sit out for a bunch of turns. That's just not actually a thing that's likely to happen in this format. So if we get to draft again, I think that's what we want to focus on. Hey, what's up, Bobo? Good to see you. Hello from the U.S. Can we play Pauper after this? I don't think we'll be playing Pauper tonight. I think we might start another draft, although this draft has taken so long. We're probably going to get in, like, a match, maybe. But we can at least get through another draft, which, I mean, the most for me at least, the most fun part of a draft is actual draft. So even if we don't get in many matches with the deck, at least we draft one more time and see if we can build something sweeter, put some of our lessons into practice. So I think that's the plan for tonight. Opponent, seal the fires. If things go bad in this one, we'll just scoop, and then maybe we can at least get in one game of the new one. Can we play Pauper on a future stream? Possibly. Are you a big Pauper fan, Piro? I don't know. So we've done Pauper a tiny bit in the past as far as streams. Traditionally, they haven't been very popular, but maybe that's changing. Maybe it's something we should try again. Have I played Fall Guy. I have not, but I want to. It looks like it'd be fun. I was thinking, all right, opponent's gonna cycle. I was thinking that maybe that would be something to try out sometime. I don't think I would stream other games on the. Oh no! All right, let's just go draft again. What do you think, Chad? Do you want to go draft again, or do you want to? So Wrecking Ball's insane. Wrecking Ball has probably been the most impressive card we've seen in this format. It has been consistently busted. That might make Bounce Lands worse as well. Seal of Doom. Opponent hits us. Well, alright, we get to get down dust. I will see. Nothing lives. There's just, things don't live in this format. So we got to keep that in mind in drafting. Nothing ever lives. About it. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. If nothing happens quickly, we'll go draft and see what the deck looks like. Maybe we'll be able to sneak in a game or two, possibly. We will redraft shortly. I mean, that is the most fun part. I could just spend all night drafting and then dropping and drafting again, just because I think that is the most fun part of drafting by far. Wrecking Ball, I feel like we should play it more. It seems like it could be playable in, like, Commander or something. Ouch. Opponent. Okay, opponent hits a burns, but sure. Alright, let's go draft again. I don't think there's any way we can win from here. Party Bob. Hit our most expensive card. And maybe that's why Dust Mantle Seer never saw any play after people were hyped for it. We might have just saw the perfect example of why Party Bob doesn't see play. Ooh, opponent. I mean, it's not technically over yet. We get to kill this thing. Oh my goodness. Why is that blue mana? Alright, Tap you. Kill that thing. I mean, I think we're dead, though. Hitting that Pontiff was really unfun. I never see anyone play Mantle Seer in EDH either. Like, I don't know if I have ever seen anyone play it. I'm sure that it has happened, but there's a direct current. Well, let's see if Dust Mantle Seer is going to kill us. Not quite, but yes. So Dire Current is lethal. We can't do anything about it. All right. All right, let's draft one more time. See how far we can get through. So what do we learn from that draft? What was our lesson? We missed out on bombs. I feel like 5-color is definitely good, but I think we definitely underestimated just the sheer amount of removal that decks are going to have. Decks are going to have a ridiculous amount of really strong removal because of how this format's set up. So we need to draft our decks with that in mind, with that expectation. Oh, 1, 2. Okay. Okay, we can deal with this. We can deal with this. Only 2 Dragon's Maze, when last time we had like 6 or something. What are we getting from pack 1, pick 1, draft 2, Ravnica Allegiance booster? I mean, Bedevil is good removal. Hit signets and creatures. Bolek Cran Crusher, remove a counter. 2 damage to any target. Gatebreaker Ram probably would have been sweet, but Gatebreaker Ram, again, it's going to die. Maybe like Ministrant of Obligation. Like, this feels like the kind of threat. Ministrant, I mean, the right technique is probably to take the land, which is what we had talked before. But I feel like Ministrant of Obligation is probably the kind of threat that we want. The other question is, are we just going to go 5-color pile again, or are we going to try to be more restrained? We could, like, take Summary Judgment and Administrative Obligation. Yeah, card draw we could use more of as well. Can always use more of that. Anything that 2-for-1s. We could just take 2 white cards and leave out the Bedevil. Although it does seem pretty easy to be 5 colors if we want to. Can't pass Bedevil, that's probably true. I don't know if I want, I don't know if I want Summary Judgment. Let's go. Do we need the land? All right. All right, we'll take the two good cards and see where we end up. Catch Release. Gain control target permanent till end of turn. On tap against haste. Each player sacrifices an artifact, creature, land, and planeswalker. That does sound a little powerful. Oh, we gotta get through our Dragon's Maze Pass. Trostani Summoner seems good. Like, this is another kind of threat we were talking about. I think I would much rather have Trostani Summoner putting a bunch of bodies on the battlefield than one threat that's got to sit out there. That seems like the kind of threat that we want in this format. So maybe we take Trostani Summoner. I think also it's probably true that if you're being really aggressive, then just playing good aggro threats is fine. So let's take Summoner and maybe Helix and go towards like a 4-color pile again. Yeah, Summoner and Helix seems fine. We do need to get lands at some point. All right, Ravnica Allegiance. Bedak Bedazzle. Blowing up lands, our opponents taught us, is actually pretty effective. Very effective. Gate Colossus goes back to the top of the library. I think we probably gotta take this Guildgate for one. This is in colors that we do need if we're gonna ever cast Bedevil. So I think we gotta take the Guildgate. Start fixing our mana. Bedak Bedazzle might be fine. Savant's not bad. I don't know if we're going to be in blue or not. I mean, we'll probably end up 5 colors again, but it does have the ETB trigger, which I like. Put target creature from an opponent's graveyard on the battlefield under your control. It sacrifices. Are we just, let's just take Bedak Bedazzle. We saw from our opponent, blowing up lands in this format seems pretty effective. Yeah, I was on the fence about Gate Colossus. It might have been worth considering. What do we get here? Firemane Avenger. So when you attack with it and at least 2 other creatures, you get to Lightning Helix. I mean, that's not bad. It is one of those threats that's going to die, but I think it's efficient. I mean, it's also a 3/3 flyer for 4, and it's also in colors we're already heading towards. So we probably are not going to pass this up, even if it's not exactly what we want. When it attacks with 2 other creatures, gains first strike. I mean, we could be like Mardu, kind of like Mardu aggro. If we pitch this Trostani Summoner. This is a little expensive. 2 night tokens. Get the whip. The whip? Wait, is that actually a good card? Yeah, Summoner is good. We should be able to splash it, though. Do we want to be aggressive? I don't know if we want to be aggressive. Aura. Contaminated Ground? Enchanted Land is a swamp. We can get their bounce lands. Yeah, all right. We'll take this thing. I'm not sure what direction we're going. We could just be a more aggressive deck. Ooh. Well, that's another decent Mardu rare. Creature pumping or killing. Orzhov Pontiff seems good. When Souls of the Faultless is dealt combat damage, you gain that much life, and attacking player loses that much life. Ooh, Ogre Savant's really good. Maybe we're like base Mardu, but then splashing. The Defender's sweet, but ugh. I don't know if it's very good in this format. Really, Souls. Ogre Savant's great. Snag the Bounce Land. I'm a little scared of Bounce Lands after what happened last time. Gruul Signet. That is more good fixing. No love for the Ogre Savant? Yeah, alright. Well, Pontiff and let's take the Signet over the Bounce Land. We are gonna have to start picking lands at some point. Necroplasm. Being your upkeep, put a counter on it. Being your end step, destroy each creature converted mana cost equal to the number of counters on it. Dredge 2. That doesn't feel very good. It's just gonna kill itself on repeat. There is another Signet. There is a camel. So I think we want the Signet. We haven't found any card draw. Scatter the Seeds is double green, but it is good. When it dies, each player puts a card from their hand on top of their library. Devouring Light's not the worst, and it's in our colors. We could still use more removal, I guess. I don't think Some Home is actually worth it. We're going to have so many colors in our mana base that a colorless land's going to be a major cost. And I don't think Double Strike is really enough to make it worth it. Yeah, right. Let's go Signet Devouring Light. I think that makes sense. On to Blood Bond March. Whenever a player casts a creature spell, each player returns all creature cards with the same name from their battlefield to their from the graveyard to the battlefield. Keening Banshee seems decent. 2/2 flyer for 4 that gives something -2/-2 when it comes into play. That's one of those ETB cards that seems good in our deck. Full of Ideas would be sweet if we were in the right colors. Celestia Guildmage is pretty powerful. It does die, but it is powerful. Galvanic Arc. So this is like a lightning bolt, but it needs to resolve on an enchantment. I think Keening Banshee is one that we definitely want. Arc and Guildmage. You think Arc? Not a fan of Keening Banshee. Do we have enough creatures for Arc? Stinkweed is actually fine, but you can't dredge too much in limited. Yeah, let's go. Let's not take Arc. We already have Devour and Light, Pontiff, Bedeck Bedazzle, War Leader's Helix, Bedevil. Yeah, let's leave the Arc. There's so much removal in this format. I feel like our stuff's just gonna get killed with it on the stack all the time, every day. I mean, I think it's great. I'm a little skeptical of it in this format, though, in specific. Kingpin Pet is good. Flying Extorting Windrake. Return creature from your graveyard to your hand, Cipher. So I like Kingpin Pet. Unfortunately, both of the lands this pack are not really colors that we're using. We haven't gotten any. We could just take another Extort card, Syndicate. Not like top tier Extort card, but that's good curve filler. Arrows. Yeah, Arrows isn't bad. I kind of just want to take the 2 Extort cards, I think. I feel like we're going to have more better removal than Arrows of Justice. I feel like Arrows is like, meh. Shrieking Grotesque is really good. Enter the battlefield, make an opponent discard, 2/1 flyer. We're kind of getting a nice little like Mardu aggro deck. Savage Twister can be a bomb. X damage to, do we want, ooh boy. We might have to just take Savage Twister. The Signet's also good. Castigate's also good. Grotesque is really good, and it lines up with what this format's doing. Ooh, how good is the Twister? We have not gotten any card advantage yet, which concerns me. Yeah, this pack is really good. I don't think we want Sanguine Praetor. It's just a lot of mana. But Castigate, Grotesque, Twister, Signet, all really strong cards in our colors. That's true. Twister does kind of hose us. And it's still possible we don't really play green. Or at least much green. Alright. Signet, Grotesque. Avatar of Discord. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you discard 2 cards. This is the exact opposite of what you want to play in this format. This card basically reads lose the game. I mean, 5/3 flyer for 3 sounds good, but with all the stuff that's been dying in this format, can you imagine you're going to play that, you're going to discard your hand, and then your opponent's just going to kill it, and you're going to cry. We definitely want Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball has been wrecking us. Maybe we get card advantage from something like Waltz? That might be the best direction to go. Seal of Fire would be okay. 1, 2. We have 10 creatures so far. Guardian is kind of good. I like Sky Hussar a lot. Are we going to have enough? Tap 2 white or blue creatures. White, 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 white. Ooh, maybe we can take Sky Hussar. That is a way to draw cards. Yeah, Skynes is not as good in this format as it is in another format. I mean, we don't gotta cast it, though. We can just forecast it. And we'll probably get a blue Guildgate or something. I mean, most of our creatures are white, and I do want, with how grindy this format is, Guardian. Oh, Guardian. Protection from monocolored. Yeah, that seems good, too. I'm gonna take Sky Hussar. I'm gonna do it. It's probably a horrible idea, but I'm going to do it. I've never met a horrible idea I didn't like. Grasping Soul seems decent. Concentrate, Consume seems decent. Well, we probably need this Guildgate. I think we have to take the Guildgate, 100%. So Guildgate is one of our picks. Consume or Grasping Thrall? I guess Imperious Oligarch would be good, too. But we got to take the mana fixing. Also, we have a lot of packs to go, and we have more than enough playables already. All right. Yeah. Really like Oligarch. Yeah, Oligarch is good too. That's more aggressive. Turns on our Sky Hussar quicker. Think that's better than the Thrall? Yeah, I can actually see an argument for that. And this is really tough. I want both of them, but we gotta take the land. Yeah, Oligarch is really good too. We have kind of the start of an aggro deck. We could not play the Signets and just actually be like an aggro deck, or not play some of the Signets. All right, you've convinced me. Whoa. All right, you've convinced me. We'll take the Oligarch. Yes! Okay, this is a really good card. We saw one of our opponents play it, but this is another ET. Wow, this is a good pack for us. Tithe Drinker and Scion of Vitugazi. I mean, there might be something else in here, but those two seem like really easy picks. More Extorting, more Curve Filling, and then Scion is pretty bomby. Like, worst case, you get a 4/4 and 2/1/1 flyers. That is exactly what you want. Ooh, there's a Putrefy too. I don't think we're going to be heavy green, though, or even maybe green at all. I think we're going to be a little more restrained. Yeah, we might just straight up not play green. Yeah, let's take those two. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Venerated Loxodon. That is also in our colors. That works well in an aggro deck. There's a chance that we're dropping the Signets in the green and we're just going aggro. We can take a Guildgate and a Venerated Loxodon. I mean, that seems like another snap pick. Nothing else super exciting. This deck actually looks pretty... Oh, I wish we were built with this in mind. Warp World is so spicy. Oh, there's no way. There's no way we can actually do it in this deck. Grifter's Blade, as it enters the battlefield, choose a color. A creature you control for it to be attached to as you do... Wait. As it enters the battlefield... Huh. How good is Grifter's Blade? Well, now maybe we do take Galvanic Arc. And Last Grasp is also good if we're being aggressive. I don't think we can actually Warp World, unfortunately. How much donation would it cost? The other thing is, I don't know how much we're going to be able to play. Like, we're just not... I wish we were a Warp World deck, but I just think we very much are not. We are not built for Warp World. We're not even, like, built a little bit close for it. Oh, it's too late. If we had picked it earlier, we would have tried to build around it, but it's just so late in the draft. That I don't think we can do it. We definitely can't do it. Ooh. First Fist Striker is good. And Skylight Legionnaire, maybe? We could take this Guildgate, too. We could take the Guildgate to be able to play Tristani Summoner, but I don't even know if we need it now. Maybe we're just, like, Mardu aggro, essentially. Fire Fist Striker, Skylight Legionnaire? Going just, like, the exact opposite of last draft. Super aggro. Ooh. Alright, well, good ooh. This is a deck where I like Stab Wound a lot. Stab Wound and... maybe Annihilating Fire? Ultimate Price is also good. Crackler is also good. Think we want to get Crackling? The little devil that could. I think we gotta take Stab Wound. I remember this being like the best card in aggro decks in its format. Everyone like underestimated it first, and it was so insane. Our removal's looking pretty good. Last Grasp. So right now, we have plenty of creatures. I don't know if we're going to play these Signets or this Tristani Summoner. But we have Last Grasp and Galvanic Arc and Bedevil and Devouring Light and Keening Banshee and Wrecking Ball and War Leader Celix and Bedazzle as removal. Creatures, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops, which is good. Some good 3-drops. We might not play Sky Hussar. Like, our deck actually looks pretty good as it is. I think let's go Stab Wound and... Monocolored is a downside. Stab Wound, Annihilating Fire, I think. Add some more removal to the pile. Well, Gateway Plaza... We're going to have more playables than we know what to do with. Gateway Plaza Justice Strike. You get so much removal in this format. It is really ridiculous. Hey, what's up, Longshots? How are you? Yeah, we have the Czar. One more pack to go. We get Tome of the Guild Pact. When you cast a multicolor spell, draw a card. Add 1 mana of any color. The only thing I don't like is we don't actually have much... We don't actually have any card draw. Like, we're just completely missing any sort of card advantage. Bankrupt in Blood might be okay. I don't know if we'd actually play it. Stalwart. When enters the battlefield, creatures you control get +1/+1. Yeah, that works well with the aggro plan. Tome. I almost don't know if we're going to play it. Don't need card draw and aggro. What does this do? 4-mana 4/2. When it enters the battlefield, if spectacle was paid, each player discards a card. Each opponent discards a card. Knight of Sorrows. Not very aggressive. Ooh, Tome of the Guild Pact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we are going to have a decent amount of multicolor cards. Yeah, let's just take Bankrupt. Plus, I mean, Bankrupt has got sweet Seb art, so... Well, this is very different than our first deck. Yeah, I think that Tome is a very good commander card for sure. This is a lot different than our first deck, but I think this might actually be really good. I think we put our lessons from our first draft into action here. We have way more playables than we need. We might need this Signet. Oh, Sky Azar is probably too cute. As much as I would like to. So what are we cutting? So we have, let's look at this. We have removal, 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 removal. He has so much removal in this format. Removal, removal, card draw. And a curve of creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, the creatures are decent. We got some Extort for reach. We got some resilient stuff. Our creature base is actually pretty nice. I like it. We might actually cut some removal. I think it's possible. Like, maybe we don't play Bankrupt in Blood. I feel like we splashed Tristani Summoner. I think we want to focus on being very aggressive. I think that's our main game plan. I think we want to focus on being aggressive. We can play removal that can also double up his burn, which I think is pretty nice. Upside removal. I'm almost not sure that we're going to play Bedevil. That probably sounds crazy. Like, I'm almost thinking that our build is something like that. I almost feel like we're just like super aggressive. We have some good aggro payoffs. Maybe we get rid of Keening Banshee. That's the one I could see cutting. The Stab Wound? Stab Wound's actually really good. I know it looks really bad, but it was like legitimately one of the best cards during its draft format. Bedevil is flexible. I'm a little worried about the double black in its cost, but I guess we have Keening Banshee, which is double black. Do we want any Signets? I guess we could also play a Signet and cut Keening Banshee. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking, is trying to avoid double black. Maybe something like that. This looks fine. And then we'd actually have solid mana. We don't need much black. Don't need any green. Like something like this? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. That might be cutting it too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we better add another swamp. Like, this looks reasonable. Yeah, all right, let's try a game. Like I said, I don't know if we'll make it through the whole draft because we started so late, but we can get in a game or two at least. Record will be adjusted. Our first draft, we played a 5-color pile. We ended up 1-2. With one of those losses maybe being a little bit because of a misclicky punt. Guildmate can only make creatures with Plaza. Yeah, I don't think it's worth splashing for it. The pumping is still fine. Maybe we find Plaza eventually. I mean, this actually seems like a solid deck to me. It's definitely much more focused than our first one. Yeah, we just didn't end up in green. So, and we also ended up really aggressive. So I feel like playing a 7-drop, even though I do think if this was our last deck, I think Drastani Summoner is like exactly the kind of threat you want in this format. I think we learned a lot. Hey Matt, I am Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive. Yeah, alright, this is fine. Well, let's see if aggro works in this format. Alright, opponent. Starting with the tap lands. And... maybe sometimes. I might wake up wondering, Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive. Oh, that is a juicy Wrecking Ball target. If we get to it. We are going to have to draw land, so play Syndicate of Ties. Maybe it got to be 5-color pile. Maybe we're doing ourselves a disservice by not being a 5-color pile. Maybe we got it all wrong again. I've been trying to make some interesting Pyromancer decks for Historic. This is kind of hard to tune without many wild cards. What do you think? Ooh, let me take a look. Opponent going to scavenge. Lands. Lands, please. No. Well, Striker. Pass. Jund Pyromancer. Ooh, Deeproot Champion. That's interesting. I have not seen many Deeproot Champions in Historic. I like the Love Struck Beast synergy. That's actually really sweet. I hadn't really thought about that. Gives you a adventure spell to trigger Pyromancer and works with the 1/1s. Yeah. I mean, that looks like a sweet attempt, Tiltmaster. I like it. I like some of the synergies. We have a new donation from Agent of Ya Mama with a $2 donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was your Wrecking Ball opponent during the last draft. Happy to see you playing in this one. Yeah, the Wrecking Ball is brutal. Brutal. So good. Opponent Cortazar. Oh. See, this is why I don't often play aggro. Is I want to be the person that's just like drawing cards and dirtling, even if I lose, rather than the person that's like, oh, give me a land, please don't wrath. How will I ever rebuild if they do anything? Opponent passes. Oh, we hit a land, so play Ministrant. We're like slowly kind of working towards having a battlefield. But it's turn 4 and our aggro deck has dealt 0 points of damage, which is not super encouraging. Do you prefer strangers call you Saffron Olive or Seth if they spotted you on the street or at a convention? Honestly, doesn't really make a difference to me. I'm relatively used to both of them, so whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Do you have any good ideas for a token deck in Standard that is at least a little rotation proof? Ooh, Tristani, that's pretty good. Well, this is not good for our aggro deck. Opponent getting frisky. Oh, jeez. Well, we've been pretty pinched on mana here. Opponent, triggers. Oh, the Nightmare continued. All right, we're pinched on time. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, we're not literally dead, but we got no mana. We can't do anything. Ugh. Well, maybe the aggro plan's not a good one. Or maybe we were stuck on mana all game and couldn't cast anything. You will love to play Domination. What is Domination? Sethron? Like, a lot of my family calls me Saf sometimes, which seems to be like a hybrid of Saffron and Seth, like kind of mash them together. All right, we get to play first. I mean, there's not a million black sources. There's 5 plus a signet, so 6. But that is also the color that we're playing the least of and don't have any double colors of. All right, opponent, thinking things over. Have you seen Historic Dimir Self-Mill involving Rights and Ulamog as a win condition? I mean, like, just like a Reanimator style deck. I've seen some Historic Reanimator decks. I don't know if I've seen... Yeah, I guess it depends on what you mean by self-mill. Hey, what's up, Way2? How are you? Yeah, we'll see. See if we draw lands. Opponent. Guildgate. Open the gate. Sure. Yeah, it seems like aggro could be decent as people are playing 5-color piles. We will see, we will see. Opponent. Wow, opponent is a deliberate opponent. Yeah, we only need 4 more lands, and we'll be there. But yeah, blowing up lands does seem effective. Much more interaction with the chat on Moto than on Arena. Do you think so? Maybe. I mean, I guess we're also against someone who is yes, okay, that's good. Another red source is helpful. Well, play the Ministrant. Opponent, after great deliberation, decided on a Plains. Well, play the Ministrant. Go to combat. Attack ya. Down to 18. Yeah, I think part of it is, like, our opponent just took, like, 2 minutes to decide if they want to Plains, so it gives us plenty of time to chat about things. Opponent plays an island. Ugh, I wish we had black mana. Oh, go to combat. Attack. Opponent down to 14 past the turn. Well, you never know. You never know what someone else is going on. Has going on. Alright. So Court Hussar. I think we just kill it. Yeah, I think we kill it. And extort. I mean, we have a 4 damage burn spell in hand. So we're not that far away from just having our opponent be dead. Opponent. If we can draw Black Source, we're in even more business. So gets to anticipate. Passes. Yeah, okay. That's black mana. So, Orzhov Signet. Extort. And Tithe Drinker. No extort. Our aggro plan's looking good right now. Go to combat. Hit ya. Down to 8. War Leader's Helix in hand. 6 power, 2 extorters on the battlefield. Not looking bad, not looking bad. Opponent. Well, what if we got 2 extorts so far this game? Opponent plays a land, and they need something pretty good. Ooh. Alright, that's actually a pretty good one for our opponent. It goes back up to 12. That's a very good one. Yeah. Well, opponent's staying alive. Play the Oligarch. Extort you. Yeah, Ribbons and Knight's really good removal. Play a land. Go to combat. Hit you. Down to 7 again. Well, come on. Let the aggro win it. Opponent plays a land. Armada Worm. We draw more lands. I think this is lethal, though, right? We attack. Opponent. Armada Worm is kind of bomby. Blocks. Blocks. However, we get to Helix you. Extort you. Kill you. And that's how we drew it up. Yeah. Extort, please. 6 and 2 from the Afterlifer. We got there. Just jumping out for a few. How are you running so far? Oh, hey, what's up, Bolt Town Dad? So. We did one draft that was really long and grindy, just like a 5-color pile. And so we did another one. And our deck is kind of a sweet Mardu kind of aggro deck this time, where we are still in our first game. But we'll see. We will keep. We have a new donation from Icy Doc with the $7 donation. Says, hey Seth, glad I was able to catch the stream. My work schedule hasn't really lined up watching, so it's nice to see it. And really the whole purpose of the message is to remind you of anchovies. Oh, Icy Doc. Well, that was nice of you. I was having a very, very pleasant anchovy-free evening until then. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Icy Doc. I definitely appreciate the donation. We ended up 1 and 2, although I think we probably could have, should have, would have won another game. We had one game where we kind of misclicked through some stuff and let our opponent kill one of our creatures, talking to chat. I don't know if it actually ruined the outcome of the game or not, but that was not ideal. Tanos with the gift sub to Icy Doc. Also, welcome back, Icy Doc. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Opponent. I like our hand. All right, Scavenging Swamp Walker. How scared are we of this Incubation Druid? Probably relatively. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this art either. Yeah, I think we're gonna kill it. So let's bedeck Incubation Druid. Play the tap land. We don't want it to adapt. Then it's a big issue. Anchovies are great salty. No. I still don't believe anyone could like anchovies. I told all of you this. After the anchovies, I brought the leftover pizza down to my brothers and my little sister and made them eat it, and they all basically really couldn't even handle it. So it wasn't just me. I really don't think anyone actually likes them. I did not get the dog secret lair. I don't know. That one, all right, opponent's got the Seal of Doom. I think that one was kind of like a lower tier secret lair for me, as far as what I personally want out of secret lairs. Ooh, all right, that's a good one. I feel like our threats are so much better this game. Just realizing how much removal is in this format, I feel like we greatly improved our draft. Opponent. Your scratch Caesar salad. What is in your scratch Caesar salad, Totos? Yeah, I mean, I like some of the art on it, but I don't know. The cards weren't especially high value. Play Sky Knight. Play. We're gonna hold on to this grotesque for next turn. Striker. Go to combat. Hit our opponent for 4. And here comes the beats. Guildgate, go. So salty. I used to sell pizza at CC's. People definitely like them, though, just being honest. People are weird. People are super weird. Opponent plays a land. And. Wow. Staying aggro, I guess. Sure. We go to 12. Untap. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent. Blocks. Takes a few billion down to 8. We will grotesque with black mana. Get rid of the last card. Ooh, it's a Corazar. Opponents get a little punished for being the 5-color pile. Oh, can we close it out? We're so close. We're so close. Opponent. Fines. Okay. Removal spell. That was a really good top deck. Surveils away 1 card, leaves another one, gets in. Well, no blocks. We untap. Real card, please. Ooh, that kind of counts. Oh, we're 1 point of damage short. Go to combat. Attack our opponent. Down to 4. I think we're going to get there. Olive oil, cottled egg yolk, citric acid, crushed garlic, anchovy paste, Dijon mustard, ground pepper, and dressing, tossed in romaine lettuce, and topped with microplane parmesan and cracked pepper. Ooh. Some of those things sound delicious. And then also anchovy paste. Down to 6. About it. Blind Hunter. Sweet mother. Okay. Now we're again a point of damage short. I'll go to combat. All attack. How's our opponent going to block? Opponent has to block here. I mean, they probably block a bird, right? Ugh. Late to the party, but general thoughts on Dog Seeker Relayer having 0 dogs that can be declared as an attacker. Wow, opponent actually does. Alright, sure. Opponent goes to 4. Haunts. Well, Ministrant of Obligation. Play the land past the turn. We've been 1 point away for so long. Opponent. Mr. Fickles, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Big super cheer for you. My 2-year-old daughter is sitting on the couch next to me, and she saw your face in the corner of the phone and said, "Wow, beard." Well, hello, 2-year-old Icy, daughter of Icy Doc. Yes, it is a beard. Welcome to the stream. I hadn't even thought about there not being dogs that could be declared as attackers. I don't, I don't know. I don't think that bothers me, but I hadn't even really realized that that was a fact until you mentioned it. Opponent attacks. Sacks to draw a card. Hits us. If they somehow win from this, we go to 2. About it. Thinking. I need to get MTGO again, but I can't build one. I need to get MTGO again, but I can't build one because if a fractured hand of my luck this year is terrible, I need to get Moto again, but I can't build one if a fractured hand of my luck this year is terrible. Ew. All right, opponent draws a card. There is some upsides to Moto. This new format seems fun. Opponent plays a land. 1 card. An opponent. They fought to the bitterest of ends, tried their hardest, and didn't quite get there. That was actually really close. Well, all right, Boros Aggro. We won that one. That's not bad. Felt decent. Oh, your computer died. Ooh. Hey, see ya, Agent of Fame. So next week, even though spoilers start on Thursday, there should be a Monday stream. Next week should have the full week of streams, if you're wondering. So Monday afternoon, Tuesday, Thursday. At this point, as far as I know, unless something changes. But yeah, so we should have full streams, and then the following week, we will likely end up in spoiler season mode for a couple weeks. Hey, see Archburglar Lord. Hey, what's up, Gollum? That was a super close match. Booty Snake with the gift sub to Jesus Lackey, Aujin, the Ghost of Dak Faden, Fantastic Sir, and Uzzer Grays. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, see you, Wendigo. Yeah, we'll give this one more a try. We'll see what happens. Oh, we need red mana. We have had some mana issues. First draft we entered 1 and 2, although... Oh, there's red mana. Although, that was perhaps in part because of a misclick in one match. But, basically, I don't think our deck was great. Thank you so much for all the gift subs, Booty Snacks. We learned a lot. We learned a lot, ooh, Legion War Boss. We learned a lot in that draft that we were able to apply to our second draft. Opponent. Gets in. Hits us. Sure. Ooh, boy. All right. Well, let's... Last Grasp. Striker. Hit ya. Down to 16. The race is on. No problem. Wanted to say thanks for the raids to give me the community a nice boost. I wanted to bring some love. Well, I appreciate it, Booty Snacks. How's the stream been going? Opponent. Signet. Sure. And... hits us. Well, alright, full-on race mode. We'd like to put a stab wound on a creature that isn't going to die to start draining our opponent, but... like Immolation Shaman, for example. That is the perfect target. Well, stab wound you. Go to combat. Hit you. down to 14. Stab wound you down to 12. Ooh, this is going to be a close race. Yeah, it doesn't actually have first strike. It sounds like it should, but it doesn't. I'm making 5-color Zur IRL, and it's getting expensive due to tours and fetch lands, but it's going to be the most janky deck ever. Yeah, Zur is really sweet. Zur is just so much fun. I've always loved Zur. That sounds really cool. Bone it. Getting and hitting us. Sure. Down to 11. And Ember Beast. Okay. And Tin Street Hooligan. Sure. How much are we dying here? Oh, play. All right, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3. So, how much are we taking? 1, 2. So this can hit us for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Would you be interested in an Abzan mid-range deck? Abzan has a lot of good answers in the format. Yeah, I'd love to see your Abzan mid-range deck. Abzan mid-range is a sweet archetype. Yeah, that might make the most sense. We can't attack with it this turn anyway. The question is, do we go face? So we go face, we hit our opponent to 9. 8, 7, 6, 5. War Leader. Okay, I think we do. So I think we Galvanic Arc. Striker. Hit our opponent. Down to 9. Syndicate of Ties. Sky Knight Legionnaire. Hit our opponent. Down to 7. Stab Wound doing its job. Hitting our opponent down to 5. And then hopefully this Helix closes it out. Hey, see you, Sinister GBX. See you on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. It is a Phantom draft. It is. Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy if you got all the first picks and got to keep them all. But yeah, it is Phantom. I think we just want to win the race, hopefully. Opponent's thinking it over. I feel like we're in good shape. Anyone got any sweet Magic plans for the weekend? Or non-Magic plans? Yeah, non-Phantom I'm sure would be pretty expensive with this setup. Because you just get the best card out of 16 packs? 18 packs? Ooh, D&D sounds fun. 2-man team golf tournament Sunday. Ooh. Yeah, golfing's always fun. If you survive. IRL D&D game. Bachelor party. And an arcade we rented out. Oh, that sounds super fun. The Ghost Council of Horzova. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Working, yeah, it's a little less fun. Yeah, unless our opponent has a bunch of removal, I'm not sure. Our opponent's thinking about something, I guess. Going to play EDH with 4 Fens, finally testing my Jaya Task Mage Ooh. What is the combo, Plan Man? Grinding out Arena with Boros Cycling. Get to Mythic. You can do it. I've got to go into the office and work. Perfect opportunity to catch up on goldfish videos. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good way to pass the time at the office. Opponent thinks, gets in, hits us. And okay, that doesn't actually matter. Has a removal spell. Thankfully, Orlear's Helix gets it done with the Syndicate. Helix you. Extort you. That's 5. That's death. And this text actually worked. Meeting 2 friends on Saturday for EDH and drinks, which one mate is making apple crumble. Ooh, that sounds like a good way to spend the weekend. What are you playing commander-wise? Do we need to change anything else? Probably not really. That felt pretty solid. And let's bring in the double black's so tough. All right, run it back. Run it back. Yes, Dad, that's why Stamboot is so good. Like, yes, it's not a great removal spell, but it's actually a pretty good burn spell when it sits out for like 3 turns and ends up being 6 damage. Like, that's what ends up swinging it. It's very odd because it reads like a deadweight or something, but you actually don't want the... Wow, this is weird. But you actually don't want the creature to die a lot of the time. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, hopefully we draw some white mana. Awkward. Mountain for our opponent. And that's a white card. Uh-oh. We have a new donation for rum. Opponent also on the red plan. Wow. Oh, another white card. Where's our white mana? From the 75 pound? I want to say pound. 75. Oh no, Legion War Boss. Oh boy. Ghost Council of Orzova, 75 pound donation, baby. The council has deemed it necessary. This a necessary expense for a trusted ally. Well, Ghost Council of Orzova, I definitely... Oh, there's white mana. Finally. Is it too late? Too late to the party. Thank you so much for the donation. The huge donation. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Well, we got the white mana. Is it in time? There is a war boss. Opponent's on the mono red plan. Opponent makes a dork. I guess I can just sit back and do this forever. Attacks. No blocks. Opponent passes. I'll play the land. Play Firemane Avenger. Pass the turn. Opponent kept the mana screw. We're 1-0. Opponent kept the mana, like, color screw, but I got a Legion War Boss hand, I think. Oh, there's another color of mana. Opponent, combat. Makes a dork. Going to get in. I've been on 5 ticks EDH binge lately. Turns out Griswold is insane, even on a budget. Yeah, Griswold is a super sweet build around. Hopefully this isn't a trap. Yeah, I haven't seen a 5 ticks build of it. It's really amazing. Like, looking at your deck right now. Oh, man. Really? Alright. House of Deep Shadow. Well, Civic Stalwart. Oh, the mana screw! It's really amazing how much you can get for 5 ticks on Magic Online. Your deck is like $330 in paper, $4.50, and you got a lot of like pretty powerful cards. It would be pretty expensive in paper. That looks super fun. Opponent actually needs a black. Oh wow, opponent! Needed that black mana. Oh. Well, alright, opponent gets in. Apparently our opponent's hitting their colors of mana more quickly than we are. Opponent passes. Well. You know what? I think that lives one more turn. Shrieking Grotesque. No discard. Venerated Loxodon. Grow the Dorks. Is it enough? The Cross! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, pass the turn. Don't kill our Loxodon. We need it on defense. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey, what's up, Nathan? How are you? Here's a mid-range, Ebsen mid-range list. Been solid on the ladder. I think it has potential. Let me see Autumn. Opponent, combat. Ooh, Jade Light Ranger is definitely a good card. I feel like Jade Light's a card that maybe should get more play, see more play in Historic. We will block. Drop to 11. When it is dealt damage, deal that much damage to each player. Ooh, alright. Well, Scion. Proliferate. Go to combat. Or populate. Attack, attack. Get in some damage. The race is on. Opponent. Down to 12. Oh, boy. Who's going to win the race? Are we going to get there even after, uh-oh. Okay. What in the world is that card? 4 damage to target creature, then 2 damage to each other creature player controls if you control. Wow. All right. Well, opponent got out of the mana screw faster than we did. Run it back. Yeah, that was an amazing blowout. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. Cornholder's Wine is so bad, but it was a little better there because it was a 4-power creature. Now, we will play first. Our mana's decent this time. Plains, go. Actually gonna have all of our colors of mana for once. Yeah, the Abzan mid-range deck looks fun. 4 is for our unit. Gateway Plaza, and pay for it. Opponents. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that have that card cast against me before. Opponent, random 2-drop, sure. I'll play the land, run out. Skylight Legionnaire, start the beats. Hit ya. Down to 18. The race is on. Yeah, Flames is apparently an absurd draft bomb. We learned that a second ago. Opponent, hitting all their colors. Hitting Legion Warboss. Again. Making a dork. Again. Getting in. Again. Yeah. And we do not hit a... Oh, we're going to lose. Oh, boy. Miss our land drop. So we get to kill the Legion Warboss. We lose our stab wound. We miss our land drop. This means if our opponent has Wrecking Ball, they pretty much just... it's going to be really hard to recover. Opponent. Land drop. And I love the 9 lives lock deck. The Muxus Whiff was legendary. That was pretty amazing. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen to Muxus before. Opponent gets it. It's us. Well, they did not have the land destruction, thankfully. Opponent passes. Guildgate. We will Ministrant of Obligation. Go to combat. Hit ya. Down to 14. All right, the race is back on. Now that's been a bit, are you guys going to do an article about how much Double Masters prices dropped? Probably yes. Opponent's getting in. Interesting. I don't block that. Opponent pumps, sure. We get some tokens. We go to 11. We untap. Play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Swinging it for 4. This is actually a really close race again. Kind of funny is Reduke whiffed earlier with yesterday with Muxus. Yeah, the odds of that are so slim. It's pretty crazy that would happen twice in the same day. All right, let's do this. Let's wait. Play this. Play a Tithe Taker. Go to combat. Hit our opponent. Down to 10. Opponent. Untaps. Oh, hopefully we don't get blown out by that silly thing again. I guess I don't have a big creature at the moment. Now they do. Gorkland Rampager. They're setting up to do it again next turn. Really? That's how we're going to lose? Oh. Opponent attacks and attacks. We'll take it. Down to 7. Oh, they clearly have it. Well, Shrieking Grotesque. Extort. Down to 9. Make you discard. Hit ya. Do you know that Kobolds are named Kobolds because everyone loves a rebel? I've never heard that before. Is a full playset of Scavenge use worse the wild cards? I think so. Yeah, it is still in standard for another year. It's very good there. Well, that's a disappointing way for that to end. Wow, that card is absurd. Jeez, wow. Well, on that very disappointing note, the sad thing is I think our deck... I think our deck was good. But apparently there's a one-sided... there's a Plague Wind in the format. And that got us. But on that note, everyone... disappointing way to end. So we went 1 and 2. We went 1 and 1. The format's fun though, so if you're looking for something different to do this weekend, it's definitely interesting. Just watch out for the infinite removal. Watch out for the Plague Wind. Love your Greenway Historic deck this week. It makes me want to remake Karametra Pillowfort. Ooh, that sounds super fun. Good to see you. Good to see you, Possum. Huge fan. Just want to say you really brighten my day every time. Thank you for everything you do. You inspire me to get more involved with Magic and try to brew. Ooh, definitely do it, Silo Hunt. Working on Overwhelming Splendor Kravik. That sounds super fun. That's something I want to build too. Anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end for our stream for tonight. Probably not going to do chess tonight. We already have had a pretty long one. There's not really any feeding of the kids in Limited, so I guess technically not. But quick reminders, Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams. Normal YouTube, there's some new content coming out, like an hour from now. A Crim video tomorrow. There is Commander Clash, playing some Modern this weekend for Mudja Brew, so keep it out for all that stuff. Check it out. And another reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for hanging out, doing something different, trying Supreme Draft. We will be back on Monday and Tuesday and Thursday next week, playing some more Constructed, having some fun, historic and modern and all that stuff. So have a wonderful weekend. Seriously, thank y'all. Y'all are amazing. Have a great night, a wonderful weekend. I'll see you on Monday, and I will talk to you soon.